Hey everyone, what is up? Welcome back for episode 4 of Last Defense Academy. So the last episode was an interesting one. We got a lot of plot developments last episode. The big ones being Ato disappearing and us rescuing Ato, using this to find that Sire had gone missing, and we kind of got this lead, and we found what appeared to be Sire's body split in half. While we were out, we got ambushed by an enemy commander, and we learned something interesting is that they seem to be able to understand our language, which is very interesting. Why they can do that, I don't know, but they don't seem to be able to speak our language. Which is interesting. They also use hemoanima, just like us, which is very interesting as well. Gotta wonder, did we get it from them? Did they get it from us? Did we both get it from some neutral source? I don't know, right? But it's very intriguing to me. What else? Oh, Ato jumps to our rescue, so he's now a combatant, and he's a very interesting one at that, in my opinion. I have no clue if I'm going to use him long-term. I mean, I imagine in a lot of ways, like, I don't know exactly how this game's structured. It's not guaranteed to be like Fire Emblem, where you get unit, you keep them for the whole game, right? Like, some people might kind of come in and out of usability, right, and stuff like that. But, you know, his kit's a little RNG, so I don't know how much I'll use it. But I like Ato, so I might try to make use of him. But after that, the notable thing is with Sire gone, Hiruko has now kind of taken over control of the school, right? And basically said, like, I'm giving the orders now. And I really imagine this episode, we're going to kind of see that come into play, maybe get some drama because of it. Some people who really don't like this, some people who are maybe cool with this, right? Maybe get some factions. Reminds me of a certain arc from V3. What I'm expecting. I can't say the arc has happened yet, so it can't remind me of an arc, given that I don't know yet. But yeah, I'm kind of expecting something like that. I'm expecting some tensions as a result of her kind of taking control of things. It might be for the best, though, honestly. Someone might need to keep things in line, right, given that they're literally invaders trying to break into this place, and apparently whatever they're safeguarding is important for all of humanity. So yeah, this episode I'm expecting a little bit of free time, but also some plot developments regarding that potential tension with Hiruko taking over the school. Maybe we get another invasion. I don't know that we're gonna get to another one this episode, though. That feels like it'd be a little quick. But let's go ahead and jump into things, and we'll just go ahead and figure it out. I gotta load. I was doing audio testing on day 5 earlier. Alright, back into things. Day 9. That was a YouTuber once. I think they still do YouTube. I don't know.
Troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 9th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy!
You really gotta wonder, is this all we're gonna see of Sire, or is there gonna somehow be more appearances from Sire in the future? Like, it feels like to me, it would just be so crazy if Sire's just gone, right? Like, it's so different, like, from other Kodaka games, where Monokuma does not just vanish like that, right? It's morning. Hiruko's in charge now, but what does that mean? Are our lives here going to be all that different from before? Anyway, I should head over to the cafeteria. Alright, let's see if I can remember the voices from yesterday. Or if I'm going to be fried. Oh, there is no one. No one is at the cafeteria yet. Guess let's walk around, try to talk to some people. It looks like Tsubasa was out and about. Maybe not, though. I shouldn't go into someone else's room without permission. It's just common sense. Yeah. Okay, so I guess we can't talk to them yet. I guess it's just Tsubasa. Morning, Tsubasa. Yeah. Morning. You on your way to the cafeteria? Me? No, Sorry, I really gotta get going. Where the hell's she going? What was all that about? She's acting weird. A little bit. Maybe they've already started a resistance. Actually, unironically, all the people that are locked in their rooms are the ones who aren't fighting. Like, actually, literally every single one of them. That's interesting. Huh. Gotta wonder if that's the reason. Maybe they're just scared of Hiruko. Let's jump straight to the cafeteria. No one else is out and about.
Huh?
Huh? Is it just us today? Yeah, real slim pickings, huh? Is it me or the ones who are missing? The cowards who refuse to fight? Yes, that's right. They usually come here in the morning. Why didn't they today? Because I told them not to. They're not allowed to use the cafeteria anymore. Oh, okay, we're being a little harsh here. Here we go. Huh? What? Why would you do that? Last Defense Academy exists to protect humanity from the invaders. Anybody who won't contribute to that effort doesn't deserve to use its facilities. Isn't that pretty harsh, though? The way things are now, they'll never come around. It's time to start cracking the whip. I'm not going to let up until they shape up and start showing some spine. Let up on what, exactly? You're in no position to be worrying about others. I need you to be ready to defend against invader attacks at a moment's notice. Our time is precious. You will not waste it. Is that understood? Oh yeah, okay, so she's just as harsh as I kind of expected, but... Without waiting for an answer, Hiruko got to her feet and left, as unshakably confident as ever. Damn! It's gonna be all business from now on, huh? This is madness.
Hey!
It does sound pretty Spartan. I'm not sure this is a good idea. Trying to force our friends to fight might only make things worse. Not like they got any excuse to keep hanging back. None of us got any real choice here. It's like Hiruko said, that's what being at war is all about. I get you, though. There's such a thing as going too far. Wonder how else she's gonna put the pressure on them. I have a bad feeling about this. Yeah, we're about to get like a revolt, bruh. We ate the rest of our breakfast in silence. We were all feeling uneasy about what would happen to the rest of the group going forward. Once we were done eating, we went back to our rooms. I'm worried about what else Hiruko might be planning. But it's been a couple of days since the last attack, and I'm starting to get antsy. I'd prefer to not just sit around. Alright, yeah. Get a little bit of free time. I definitely expected that. Hang out with Ato, maybe? Try to get some more, because... Oh, actually, let's go check. Can we upgrade him? Let's go see if we can upgrade Ato. Because I think we did... Yeah, we did math. So let's go ahead and upgrade this move. Level 2. I want to see what it gets next. Was that move plus 1? Yeah. I don't love that. I mean, like, it's solid, don't get me wrong, but he already has move 6. Like, that's pretty good, right? I don't know that he really needs all that much more. We could probably, actually, I definitely think we should upgrade Darumi, because she does make a good amount of voltage, right? Like, compared to everybody. So I think we'll just do another small upgrade there. Not exactly burning through resources here, which is not a bad thing. Target range plus 1. Wow, that's really good, actually. So everyone's abilities are up to level 2 now, which isn't bad. I don't know that we really need to lock in on upgrading anyone else just yet. Honestly, I'm kind of thinking we go explore. Just collect some more resources while we have the chance. Each character has an exploration skill, and I did notice that. RB to go on a simple exploration, skipping straight to the results screen, none of your skills will activate. Okay. Let's not do that. Chances of finding BP in plants and textiles, textiles and minerals, minerals and machines. I am not going anywhere without Hiruko, to be honest. I'm gonna bring Ato. It's kind of between... It sounds like she does not want to head out, bro. I don't know if that actually makes a difference, the fact that she doesn't exactly seem enthused to head out. I don't know if it makes a difference at all, but... Just in case, I guess I'll bring Sakamaru. Bonus spaces appear during free time exploration where there are no story objectives. Stepping on them will net you valuable materials. Okay, so it kind of gives us a target. I'm assuming there's got to be one if they're gonna. Okay, oh, there's one all the way over there. That's kind of a ways away though. If we go down here, though, yeah, if we go down here, I think we can reach it fairly reasonably. Yeah, so maybe that's our goal. Oh lord, jumping straight into some risk. Let's do it. Cowboy-looking invader. It's even wearing a 10-gallon hat. Doesn't seem to have noticed you yet. Bro, it's a cowboy. Come on. There's no way I've got, you know, they probably got the quickest draw in the West. Okay. Oh, I did not want to go that way. Alright, this way. Risking it. Climbing a sloped path with a log starts rolling down. It's going to hit you if you don't do something. Jump out of the way, maybe? Nope. Ato took some damage. That's not good. Do we want to jump into a tough battle? Let's see how bad they are. We might just need to have Ato hang back. They're spaced in a really annoying manner. Okay.
Time for battle.
I think we start with this.
Take this! Broken so ready whenever.
Okay. Do any of them have like Pierce or anything? No. So if we wanted to, we could just use a defensive stance to try and keep them alive. Do this. Actually, this is a situation where Ato's passive giving armor would not be bad. Normally, I don't think I'd be super big on that.
Well and good.
Yeah, we got a little bit of armor. Like I said, I actually don't hate that here. Despite it normally being what I would want the least.
Time to move.
Yeah, like we can
Now then,
take this
to
thing
business.
down. It's just...
Die! Time to move. How's this? How unsatisfying.
My turn.
Yeah, we really can't get like a... There's just not a shape here that I really like.
Now then, to business. All right, let's get started.
1, 2, 3, 4. No, she can reach that actually.
Time to move.
She needs to hit a defensive stance, and then we go use her AOE.
All right, let's get started. I'll chop you to pieces. Broken so soon.
She's the only one that they're in range to
Time
attack.
to move.
We're gonna armor up again. I don't think that's relevant, but end the turn.
No. Ugh.
Okay. Well,
Let's
that's the
freaking
battle
go!
safely. It wasn't too bad,
My body.
honestly.
It's not over yet. Allow me to trim down their numbers.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. We should have gotten some decent rewards for that. We just really got to be careful with Ato. Pitch black room while exploring the ruins. So dark it's hard to see. For a light switch. Got a red crystal fragment. Nice.
Might as well take it.
Do we want to risk this? Sure. I maybe shouldn't. Tiger sleeping nearby. Man. I am not jumping a tiger, bro. That's just not how this is gonna go. Trying to go this way, yeah. We're trying to go straight across. And a strange device in an enemy base might be able to use it to detect materials. And press buttons at random. Alright, that mineral chance plus 10%? That's not bad. We can take an easy fight. I'm not too worried about that. I'm guessing they're going to give us some favorable enemy positions here.
Let's go.
Actually, can't really reach that.
I can keep going.
But we can do this. That was actually bad. Can I restart this? Oh, I can. Okay. I should have just moved Takamaru in and done that.
Let's give it to him.
Oh no, it probably doesn't actually make that
All
much of
right,
a difference.
let's get started. Die! How unsatisfying.
Say when. Ha! Ready when you are. Yeah!
Slash
Got
there.
it.
Yeah,
My
alright, this
body.
is free.
Here we go.
I mean, I wouldn't have expected an
Time to
easy
move.
difficulty fight to
Chop
pose
you to
much of a threat,
pieces.
but yeah, pretty free.
Might as well take it.
Alright. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. Large flag planted on top of a broadcasting tower. I'm gonna climb it. No! Why was it Ato? Oh, it's fine. Okay. Our homie's dead, but who cares?
What?
Got 1,000 crystals. We'll risk it for the biscuit here. Hiruko disappear. Man, I trust Hiruko so much.
I'll take this.
Yeah, I'll take that. We'll take this random chance. Tasty looking fruit lying up. Man, what up? Pick it up, eat it. Oh, terrible plan. Become a magical and exotic design. No. Bro, I feel like that's gonna be like the JoJo mask or something. Seriously? Alright, I think we gotta get out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can actually get a relatively safe plant. Just take a pumpkin. Seriously? Can't even get a pumpkin, bro? 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, 6. Brings us to another blue. Creepy straw effigy and some tone. Bro. Find a platform with some strange symbol on it. Maybe it's an altar? We'll just examine it.
Yes.
Nice. I don't know if I want to... Oh, snap. I thought I picked one. Okay, just a little bit of food. Alright. think we want to maybe get out of here. Let's get out of here.
Time to head back.
Did we still lose half of our stuff? No, we didn't. Okay. Not too bad. Could have been a little better, but I don't remember exactly what ends exploration. Is it just when the main character dies?
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit
Because
the
I would have
hay.
assumed it ended when Ato died.
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Like, I might have been able to keep going, to be honest. I might need to look in the menu for that real quick. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Go into the help, exploration. Right. Just as if your party's HP reaches 0. But we clearly had a party member's HP reach 0, so it might just mean Takumi. Or whoever is the lead, assuming the lead, like if the lead switches later, you know? It's that time again, huh? Hiruko's plan to pressure the others into fighting still had me worried. She'd already banned them from the cafeteria. What would she do next? Whatever it is, I hope it's nothing too extreme. Dreading what the morning might bring, I slipped into an uneasy sleep, ending my 9th day at Last Defense Academy. Alright, let's see what day 10's got. Milestone day. We're in double digits now. I almost think off that alone they might have some plot here.
Up and out of troops, time to rise and shine.
Rose dripped out of his mind, by the way.
Get ready for your 10th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Wow, look at you guys, making it into double digits. In honor of this milestone, I'm giving you access to the rec room and the leisure lounge on the 3rd floor. I'll tell you all about how they work in person. See you there!
What? Maybe you won't. But what if he reappeared now? New facilities, huh? I doubt that in-person explanation is going to happen, though. We've only been here 10 days. It feels like a lot longer. We're really just getting started. And without Sirei, there's a chance we could be here even longer than 100 days. No, I can't think like that. I have to believe I'll get through this and go home. Back to the Tokyo residential complex. Back to Karuha.
Hey!
It'll all work out somehow. It always does. The morning announcement said the rec room and leisure lounge have been unlocked now. Maybe I should go check them out. Yeah, let's go check them out. Yeah, they're all locked up in their rooms still. They're like, not me. Guess let's check out the hallway. See what Takamaru's got to say. I came by to check out the leisure lounge. When I saw Hiruko, I figured I'd better back off. It's bad enough dealing with her shit when everyone else is there. I don't think I could handle her on my own. She's pretty hot. Too bad about her personality. That's real. Alright, I guess we're here. Let's check out the rec room. Dang! So this is the rec room. Whoever built this place really did think of everything. It's one of the most normal places I've seen here, to be honest. It's not hard to imagine a fancy academy having a room like this. Hey Takumi, you're scoping out the rec room too, huh? I thought this would be a fun place to hang out for sure. It's a major disappointment though. There's no edgelord manga or misery porn anime or hardcore erogaze or anything. I can never remember how to say that word. I'd be more worried if there was. Are we even going to be able to use some of this equipment now that Siri's not here to tell us how it all works? Don't worry, he left behind some manuals and stuff. Ato's reading one right now. Not so great with all those big words, or small ones. Or phonemic awareness in general, really. And don't even get me started on my poor focus and lack of vocabulary. She's surprisingly thorough in her understanding of her shortcomings. I guess you gotta admire that at least. Really briefly want to go to the options, I want to increase the text speed just a little bit. I kind of feel like sometimes I'm waiting on the text. It already takes me long enough to read all the lines, you know, I don't need to slow it down anymore. Check out the Gift-O-Matic. That's a huge machine. What is it for? Okay, I guess I need to talk to Ato. Ato's intently scanning the pages of that book. I wonder if he's figured anything out. Is that one of the manuals? What's it say? It seems to be for that device over there. Oh, that. What exactly is that? It doesn't look like any machine I've seen before. According to this, it's called Gift-O-Matic. A Gift-O what now? Let me read you the introduction from the manual. True to its name, the Gift-O-Matic is used to manufacture presents, charitable donations, and other doodads. Step 1. Select an item from the machine's extensive database. Step 2. Insert the required materials. Step 3. The item you requested pops out, whole and complete. Take advantage of this miracle of modern engineering to express your gratitude and affection toward your comrades and strengthen your esprit de corps. I have no clue what that phrase means. I'm gonna assume it means like camaraderie, like friendship. That's about the size of it. A gift-making machine. Kind of a weird idea, isn't it? Perhaps. But assuming it actually works as advertised, it's pretty impressive. I looked at the list of available items. It can make clothes, shoes, household goods, and even more complex stuff like auto parts and high-spec electronics. How about gory movies, or games that were banned for being too extreme? Yes, actually. Seriously? It really is extensive. It sounds like magic or alchemy, maybe. I wonder how it works. Then again, the Revive-O-Matic is just as much of a mystery, and that hasn't stopped us from using it. Yeah, I guess not. Do you think giving gifts would help to alleviate some of the tension around here? I don't know. The differences between the fighters and non-fighters are a little too deep-seated to resolve that easily. You're probably right. What a pity. Gift making has been unlocked. You can access it during free time. So it's device that can create all sorts of gifts. How does it even work? I can't use it yet. Yeah, that makes sense. Anything else to interact with? Table tennis table. Got a table tennis table here. Not that I'm in the mood for games right now. Darts, huh? Not right now. Alright. So got some stuff going on there. We got the classic Kodaka gift system. I will say, the fact that they can just be, like, manufactured out of nowhere, you kind of gotta wonder what's going on, but this is just one of those mechanics that I'm gonna, like, not be, like, too suspicious of, like, how are they making all these gifts? It's gotta be some big plot-related reason that they have the technology for this. Like, I'm sure like, I wouldn't be shocked if it ties in somehow, but, like in Danganronpa, it doesn't, right? Like, so... It could be different here, and I'm going to keep it in mind, but, you know, I don't need to freak out about that. It just might be one of those things that's a game mechanic, you know, rather than having to be story-tied. So I got the leisure lounge. Oh, this must be the leisure lounge. Looks like a nice place to relax. It's got a pool and everything. I like it. Huh? Not you. I'm talking about the room. Yeah, I figured that much. You wouldn't refer to me as it, would you? It's important to take time to rest and recover. Too much work can have a negative impact on your health. Huh, that's surprising. I guess even Hiruko likes to let her hair down every now and then. Wipe that expression off of your face. You can look at me like that all you want. I'm not getting into the pool with you. What? What kind of expression did I have? I prefer to relax on my own. Please understand. That's fine with me. I feel like leisure time with Hiruko would just descend into an intensive training session anyway. Yeah, real. Especially with that gym equipment moved directly to the left. Okay, I think I've looked at all the new rooms I have access to now. Maybe I'll go back to my room and think about what to do next. Alright. A rec room and leisure lounge. Honestly, I'm not sure how much chance we'll have to use them. What other kinds of rooms does this school have that we don't know about? When will we get to see them? I still have some free time today. What should I do next? Alright, so we unlock the new facilities. Let's go check them out. The rec room has been unlocked. You can now make gifts. By gifting characters their preferred gifts, your student activities will further boost your grades. Give your classmates different kinds of presents to find out what they like best. That's a little interesting, actually. Okay. Further boost grades that you get by hanging out with them. I would kind of like that. You'll need BP and materials to make gifts. In addition, you will need key items to make certain gifts. Key items can be obtained from treasure chest spaces and through progressing the story. Okay. So, I'm not sure that the leisure lounge specifically is, like, super useful on free days. But let's check out Gift-O-Matic. Yeah, I wonder who likes this one. Yeah, I mean, I can figure out that one. Oh, wow, there are a lot available already. Holy. An Iron Maiden? Okay. There's some crazy stuff in here. Yeah, wow, there is a lot going on here. So, I mean, this one just seems kind of like an easy home run, right, with Darumi. So we could just kind of go for this and see how big of a boost it is. Oh, does that take time? That's interesting. Who would like this? Darumi.
How do you know me so well? Have you been stalking me?
Just off rip 20. Okay. Each character's own preferred items. Gifting these will maximize the increase to your grades. You can check each character's preferred items in their report cards, and you'll be given hints as you do student activities. There's a first-time bonus for any gifts you make for the first time, so gather up those hints and make all the gifts you can. Okay, so spamming repeat gifts is not going to be very effective, which makes sense. Okay, that brought the creativity up a lot. Holy. Alright. Okay, so... But accessories. She likes food. She likes items. He likes books. Yeah, okay. These mostly make sense. Alright, so now the question I want is, like, is that like a permanent boost to how much you get from hanging out with them? I don't really need any more creativity at this point, but I kind of just want to know, so let's check it. Takumi, come play a game with me. Sure. I really love old school eroge. Eroge from the old days are more like supernatural objects in games. The madness of the creator, the uninterrupted total pathos, the absolute goodie bag of fetishes under the guise of a game. Games like that make something burn inside my chest. They make my soul shriek with excitement, like, yeah! Darumi. Anyways, that's why you have to play one of my favorites. You'll totally love it, I swear. Okay, deal? We can't play a game like that. We're supposed to be in school. Shut up and stop acting like a teacher's pet. Show me your soul. Good lord. After that, I was captured by Darumi and forced to play an erotic game. Experience unlocked the keyword video. Okay, so it's not... Okay, well, linguistics up to 2. Keywords can be used to create new gifts. Try out different keywords and see what you can come up with. Okay, that's interesting. So creativity went up, so now we really don't need to hang out with her, but it is not a permanent boost. It is a one-time boost with gifts. So it's not like it increases the rate that you earn it. So it's just another way to earn them, but it does not cost, or this one does cost materials, and you can technically just get it wrong, right? Unless you're using a guide, I guess.
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Today went by in a flash. One thing concerns me, though. I haven't seen anyone from the non-fighting group all day. I hope they're okay. I doubt Hiruko would stop at the cafeteria. She could have forbidden them from using other facilities as well. What's her next move going to be? Will all this really motivate them to get on the battlefield with the rest of us? There's not much I can do for now. I'll just have to see how it goes. With nothing else to do, I got into bed, and within a few minutes I was fast asleep. Yeah, I'm expecting maybe another day or two of free time, and then something's gonna happen, I would assume.
Up and Atom troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 11th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy.
Rose no longer dripped out of his mind for the milestone.
Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
The more they push how they're vile and barbaric, the more I assume there's going to be some common ground that we just don't have yet. Time to get up. Just as I was hoisting myself out of bed and getting to my feet, something interrupted the quiet morning atmosphere. Sounds like somebody's here, but it's quiet. Too quiet. Something doesn't feel right. I took a few hesitant steps towards the door, then took a deep breath and opened it, only to find... hi, Darumi. Darumi? Is something wrong? Oh, Takumi, you sweet summer child, you. You really haven't noticed? I'm exhausted. I can't take it anymore. So, hey, you want to come die with me? Huh? Once we're dead, the pain will be gone. We'll finally be at peace. Come on, it only hurt for a second. Let's just die. Okay. Okay, Darumi. What? Hey, hold on a minute. Bro, she is cracking. Okay. Never mind. We're getting pranked. Okay. Just kidding. Man, you should have seen your face. You've been Darumi'd, bruh. How was it? I totally had you, didn't I? I thought a nice joke first thing would help cheer you up. It was hardly what I'd call a nice joke.
Hey!
What are you doing here anyway? I'm on a mission from our glorious leader. She told me we get all the non-fighters together in the cafeteria. Really? Hiruko's letting them back in? No. Yeah, to be honest though, it's kind of a drag. Think you could help me out? Misery loves company, right? Didn't Confucius say that once? You've got a weird way of asking for help, but I guess I can give you a hand. Gracias, muchacho. I won't have to go through with my contingency plan. Oh well, there's always next time. Tell Gaku and Tsubasa what's up, alright? Okay, thanks, bye. Darumi waved goodbye with a cheery smile, completely at odds with all the creepy stuff she'd been saying. She's certainly a character. I just have to tell Gaku and Tsubasa to come to the cafeteria, right? That should be easy enough. I'd better get going. Alright, let's do it. Let's see what they got. I'm gonna assume one of them. Well, let's just check. Yeah, they're the two down here. Alright, Tsubasa first. This is Tsubasa's room. After checking the nameplate to make sure, I rang the bell by the side of the door. After a little while, the door opened with a clatter. Takumi, what is it? I'm on messenger duty. Hiruko wants us all to meet up in the cafeteria. All of us? Even the non-fighters? Yesterday she told us we weren't allowed to leave our rooms. Has she taken that back? Hiruko said that? She really has been cracking the whip. Who knows? Maybe she wants to apologize. She has been pretty harsh on you guys lately. Come on, you don't believe that. This is Hiruko we're talking about. Yeah, I know. Just so you know, no matter what she does to us, I'm not joining the fight. I can't. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't. That kind of stuff just isn't possible for me. Still looking like she might burst into tears at any moment, Tsubasa slunk off in the direction of the cafeteria. What in the world did their doors say? Can't really make it out for the most part. This is Gaku's room. After checking the nameplate to make sure, I ring the bell by the side of the door. After a little while, the door slowly opened. Oh, it's just you. What do you want? Hiruko said she wants everyone to meet up in the cafeteria. For real? Us too? What you want this time? I just know it's nothing good. That girl's got it in for me. It's not just her either. I bet all of you think us non-fighters are nothing but dead weight. No, not really. I said this before, but you guys are the weird ones, you know that? Regular people don't just go from living normal lives to fighting monsters without a second thought. I get what you mean, but I mean, he's kind of right, though, to be fair. Fine. Hiruko wants us in the cafeteria. I'll go. If I don't, it'll only get worse for me, right? Man, oh man, what rotten luck. After several dramatic groans, Gaku skulked off in the direction of the cafeteria. Where are the weird ones for fighting? Don't go thinking I don't know that. I'm not doing this because I enjoy it. Alright, I've done what Darumi asked me to. I should head to the cafeteria with the rest of them. Why is Hiruko getting us all together, though? I can't imagine I'm going to like what happens next. Yeah, probably not. It's probably going to be completely... Well, I would say it's going to be completely clicked up, but it, like, already is. Okay. They're just hanging out in the hallway. See what the twins got to say about this. Did I, like... Oh my god. Where are they? Did I run right past them? Like... I don't know. Alright, let's see what Ina's got to say. Miss Shizuhara wants to see us in the cafeteria, yes? Miss Amamiya told us all already. Whatever she might have to say won't change our position. My dear sister and I don't mind starving if we have to. But... Don't worry, sister dearest. We won't have to go hungry for long. I've got it all planned out. Just let me handle everything. Right. Okay. Good girl. Now let's go to the cafeteria and see what happens. Man, I really dislike Ima, the way he treats Kako. Ima's got it all planned out, huh? I don't like the sound of that. Yeah, definitely not. Alright, everyone's here. I guess now we'll find out what this emergency meeting is all about. Emergency meeting? We hit the red button. What is Hiruko up to this time? Hey, can we have something to eat before we start? I'm so hungry I'm getting stomach cramps. Of course, I wouldn't want you to think I'm totally heartless. Here's some disposable chopsticks I found in the trash. Feel free to grill them or have them raw if you prefer. You are totally heartless! Hiruko, please, give them some real food. I can't bear to see them like this. Very well. Help yourself to dry bread. 1 per person. Just 1 slice each? We may have surplus food supplies in the refrigerator, but that doesn't mean they're unlimited. We need to use our resources wisely. Wasting them on freeloaders would be the same as throwing them away. Freeloaders? Come on. That's fair. I've always been a useless freeloader. Even the air I breathe could probably be used more productively somewhere else. Let's move on. You're probably wondering why I summoned you here today. Correct. And I'm going to talk to everyone else first. Okay, he's just got dots for me. They might all just have dots for me. What is this all about? Not that I really care. Either way, it won't affect me or my dear sister. Lots of dots here. Let's see if the fighters have anything to say. She's really acting like she owns the place now. Guess it can't hurt to hear her out, though. Our cast of characters is a little too big, don't you think? Maybe we should make some cuts. You're insane. Let's hear what Hiruko has to say. Yeah, nothing relevant there. So, why did you ask us to come here? Gaku, Tsubasa, Ima, Kako, and Shoma, the non-fighters as we've been calling you, I have decided you are going to leave this school. Wow! Wow! Huh? What do you mean, leave? You're kicking us out? Kicking you out. What a delightful turn of phrase. Yes, I'm kicking you out. And if you won't leave of your own accord, I will make you. That's all I have to say. Why don't you get going and save us all a lot of trouble? What? Right now? Hiruko, have you lost your mind? Why would you do that to our friends? Why do you think we've been brought here for one purpose and one purpose only, to fight? Anyone who can't or won't do that has no place here, so why not get rid of them? If the invaders get distracted by hunting them down in the ruins outside, at least they'll be serving a purpose. You are cold, bro. What, as decoys? Try to stay alive as long as you can. The less time the invaders spend on the school, the better. You can't just use us like that. You should be grateful. I'm giving you a chance to make yourselves useful. Even then, I doubt I'd make much difference. I'll just get stepped on like the cockroach I am, and that'll be the end of it. Hiruko, are you for real right now? Okay, Ryuji. You can't go through with this. It's going too far. Don't waste my time with meaningless objections. I'm leading this school now, and what I say goes. We might get a revolt for real now. Don't think. Don't argue. Just obey my orders. But it's so extreme. Can't you go a little easier on us? You really don't understand the position you're in, do you? Let me ask you a question. Why should we be expected to fight to protect you when you do nothing in return? Huh? Well, you see? Now, no excuses. Pack up whatever personal belongings you have and leave. Seriously? Right now? If such a simple task is beyond you, I don't mind helping you along. I'll make you leave by force if necessary. Wait, Hiruko, please. This is all too sudden. Can't you give them some more time? Time for what? Well, if you spring this on them out of the blue, the lesson won't really sink in, you know? All right. You've got 5 days. Huh? 5 days. You've got until day 16 to make your choice. Fight alongside us or leave forever. Just 5 days? If you do decide to fight, I'll give you a little test on that day instead. I wouldn't want you telling me what I want to hear and going back on it later. What kind of test? You'll find out when the time comes. I think that covers everything. As for the rest of you, remember to stay on guard in case there's an attack today. With her customary brusque attitude, Hiruko said all she had to say and left without another word. Oh man, she's really giving him a choice. This is just too cruel. We're supposed to be comrades. Friends. Friends? Yeah, right. I bet you can't wait to get rid of us. That's not true. If we all work together, I'm sure we can get Hiruko to change her mind. Yeah, okay, bro. Come on, man. You really think she's gonna back down now? No. We still have to try. Just let it go, okay? If we're getting kicked out, we're getting kicked out. Nothing we can do about it. Makes no difference if it's now or in 5 days. It's still better than being forced to fight. Are you sure about that? I mean, once you get outside school grounds. I know. Sheesh, it's bad enough that we're gonna die out there. I don't need you reminding me. Whatever, I'm done. This school, this war, the whole saving humanity thing, it can go to hell for all I care. My whole life's just been one long string of rotten luck. Why does bad stuff always happen to me? I'd better end up as a billionaire or something in my next life. After everything I've been through, I deserve to catch a break. Okay, alright, that's Gaku. Still raving to himself, Gaku stomped away, just as unwilling to hear us out as Hiruko had been. He sure is freaking out, huh? I think I know how he feels. Not that I'm putting Gaku in the same category as a sniveling worm like me. But I get what it's like to be so totally unsuited for combat that you can't even imagine having to fight for your own survival. Even our peaceful modern-day society was too competitive for me. How am I supposed to cope on the front lines of an actual war? Don't talk like that. You can't just give up. I wouldn't call it giving up. I'm just recognizing my limits. Too useless to live. Too cowardly to die. It's a miracle I even made it this far in life. Well, not so much a miracle as an unfortunate oversight. This is simply nature's way of correcting it. Shoma gave a formal bow and left, making as little noise as possible. Shoma. I get where Hiruko's coming from, you know? It's not fair for us to hang back and let you do all the fighting. But doing anything else is really out of the question for me. Seriously, it's just not going to happen. Tsubasa. I think I must have been sent here by mistake or something. It was probably only a matter of time before I'd get kicked out anyway. That's the same as saying you don't care if you die out there, you know that? Yeah, but at least then it'll all be over. At least then I won't have to deal with all these confusing feelings anymore. Dang, seems like no one's gonna budge. I could see tears welling up in Tsubasa's eyes. Before I could say anything to comfort her, she was gone too. We sure do have a lot of Debbie Downers here, don't we? Given the circumstances, I guess that's only natural. You used to be one of us, Mr. Outsky. Why'd you have to betray us and join the Battle Freaks? I don't think I betrayed you, exactly. What should we do, brother dearest? Don't worry about a thing, sister dearest. I have a foolproof plan. You do? Yes, but I'm afraid I can't say any more than that. The element of surprise is a big part of it. Fine, keep your secrets. But you know there's still time to change your mind, right? I don't think so. Even if we do get thrown out of here, that hellish wasteland will be a paradise so long as I'm with my dear sister. As such, there's nothing more to discuss. We'll be going back to our rooms now. Be sure to fight with all your might to protect us from the invaders. I really don't think Kako is cool with the way things are going. Like, I feel like Kako's gonna... I could see her getting the will to fight, to be honest, but maybe I'm overestimating her, I don't know. The Tsukumo twins left the cafeteria in arm, each wearing a different expression, like a pair of sock and buskin masks. Damn, and a single one of them willing to fight, not even to save their own skins.
Hey!
I don't think Hiruko was bluffing either. If they don't come around, she really will force them to leave. We've got 5 days. Isn't there anything we can do? She gave us that extension pretty easily, don't you think? Now that you mention it, Takumi barely had to say anything to get her to go along with it. Maybe she was expecting us to plead on their behalf. This could be another part of her plan. I think Hiruko wants us to use these 5 days to convince the others to join the fight. So that's why she agreed to it right after I stepped in? She was planning to give us that time all along. Yeah, that makes sense to me. We're all just dancing to her tune, huh? Man, that pisses me off. I don't like it either, but if we want to save everyone, this is the only way. Okay, but how's that gonna work exactly? None of them seemed like they were gonna budge on this. Yeah, I wonder why they're so dead set against fighting. I can only imagine it must be for personal reasons. In that case, we'll need to get them to share what those are before we can even begin to convince them. But how? Doesn't seem like they're willing to spill the beans. You're right. We need to get them to open up to us first. I have an idea. Why don't we sneak them some food? Food? Yeah, I'm sure they're all starving. If we can fill their bellies, there's a chance we can get them to open up to us a little. Tempt them with some bait, huh? Sounds like a plan. At least it's simple. So we gain their trust with food and then try to convince them to fight. Sounds like a major hassle. Alright, who do we get to do this? It's me. I know. In response, all eyes in the room turn toward me. Alright, call me Tupac, because all eyes on me. I should have seen this coming. Alright, I'll do it. Sorry, but you heard Ima. They already consider me a traitor. I probably wouldn't get anywhere with them. All this subtlety and planning crap ain't really my thing. You just know Darumi'd only make it worse. That's true. Yay! I didn't even have to come up with my own excuse. We'll still help you any way we can, of course. Yeah, you can count on us. Not like we got anything better to do. Heck, you didn't only reverse your social links with us if you tried to do it all yourself at this point. Yeah, don't reverse the social links. You know how much of a time crunch there is on those social links, bro? I already didn't finish all the social links in Persona 3 Reload. Bro, I didn't even finish the one with Aegis. That was bad. I ran out of time. I ran out of time to finish the Aegis link. That was really bad. Thanks, guys. We've got 5 days. Let's make the most of them. So it's up to me to convince the non-fighters to start fighting. It'll work something out. I'll work something out. I have to keep believing that. Well, that's enough time to interact with each one of them, right? Okay. I don't know. I don't really know what we're gonna do, to be completely honest. Like, excuse me. I don't know. I could see us getting Gaku. Like, Gaku seems reasonable. Like, maybe Shoma. Tsubasa, I don't know how we're gonna get her. I just can't see us getting Tsubasa in a fighting role. I assume for plot reasons we're gonna be able to, but how? I could see us getting Kako. I don't think we're gonna get Ima, but I think Kako will get Ima. That's my guess. After taking a moment to outline our goals going forward, Eito, Takamaru, Darumi, and I went back to our rooms. Yeah, I'm guessing it's no free time anymore. We got plot stuff. 5 days. Just 5 days to turn everything around. Convincing the whole group right away is probably too much to ask for. I should pick 1 or 2 of them to focus on. It's gonna let me, choose the order. Tsubasa, Shoma, Gaku, Kako, and Ima. These are the 5 I'm trying to persuade. Of the list, Tsubasa seems the easiest to persuade. Really? She doesn't seem as stubborn as the others. If I give her an impassioned plea, she might come around. She just doesn't seem physically capable of doing it. She doesn't seem like she has, I don't know, the stomach for it. I could see... It's not that I think she couldn't fight, combat-wise, right? It's just that I just don't think she could bring herself to do it. I don't know. Okay, the first one I'm going to try to convince is Tsubasa. With that decided, I should head over to her room. I'm sure she's hungry. If I bring her some food, I bet she'll at least hear me out. Alright. I don't know. Yeah, maybe Tsubasa will be a little easier to convince than I'm thinking, because, like, right now, I definitely don't see her being among the easiest. I don't know. They're all kind of stubborn, of course, but I guess she doesn't seem so much opposed to it, like, on moral grounds or something. It's just, she just, like, can't stomach the idea. Alright, let's go for it. I ring the doorbell to Tsubasa's room. After a short while, the door slowly opened. What is it, Takumi? Is it Hiruko again? If you don't mind, I just want to be left alone. Actually, I came here on my own. Here, I brought you something. I figured you'd be hungry. Are those sandwiches for me? Yeah, I thought we could sit and eat together. It's just that I don't want Hiruko to catch us, so would you mind letting me in? Of course! Come on in! Welcome to my room, you beautiful sandwiches. You too, Takumi. What am I, a consolation prize? Yeah, you are, bro. Unlucky. The moment the door closed, Tsubasa pounced on the sandwiches. Ah, this is what I've been missing. I've been craving moist bread since we got here. I never want to see dry bread ever again. It makes my mouth feel like sandpaper. She must have been starving. She scarfed down the sandwiches in less than a minute. Phew, I'm stuffed. Thanks, Takumi. You're a lifesaver. I don't have to eat dry bread today. Have you just been living on dry bread since Hiruko banned you from the cafeteria? Yeah, that bread is so dry. I had a nightmare last night where I was stranded in the desert. Hey, would it be too much to ask you to bring over some moist bread from time to time? No problem. I can try to sneak you some bread or rice balls. Really? But in exchange, would you open up to me? Huh? Open up to you? About what? The reason why you won't fight. If you have some reason, I'd love for you to tell me. I should have expected this. Is this what you were after from the start? No! The sandwiches were to bribe me for information. Sorry, Tsubasa. I know I'm taking advantage of your desperation here, but desperate times call for desperate measures. I just want to understand where you're coming from. Okay, fine. But in exchange, I'm gonna want some more moist bread later. She let out a deep, resigned sigh and began to share her inner thoughts. Look, I feel bad about it. I know it's unfair for me to stay where it's safe while you guys go out there and fight. But fighting is difficult for me. It's a physical thing. What do you mean? Tsubasa? I can't keep it down. Keep it down. Yeah, vomit. The contents of her stomach. When I get nervous, it comes out. And not just a little bit.
Hey!
When what comes out? I don't understand what you... Puke! I puke, okay? Huh? That's just how I'm built. When I get nervous, I hurl. Come to think of it, Tsubasa is always retching. Like, you guys didn't realize this was the reason? Are we for real? That's why if I ever fought the invaders, I turned the battlefield into a sea of vomit. You really want to get showered by my puke? Would you even be able to fight under those conditions? What if my puke got into your eyes? Could you take medicine or something? It's a physical thing. Medicine doesn't help the issue. I've tried all sorts of things since I was little, but none of them worked. When I get worked up, it just comes out. Even now, just picturing myself fighting the invaders. Are you okay? Oh god, no. No, I can't keep it. Tsubasa vomited all over the floor. She immediately pushes me out of her room, tears welling in her eyes. That is a little embarrassing, I'm not gonna lie. That's a tough thing to live with. She vomits whenever she's nervous. She's right that she won't be able to fight if she's constantly puking. I can't blame her for refusing. But there's a chance she'll fight if she can overcome this issue. It didn't seem like she was unwilling to fight. If only I can find out a way to suppress her nausea. How, though? Puking is... Puking? Eito, how long have you been there? I just came by to see if I could help with anything. So what is this about puking? I hate to air out someone's personal health struggles. I mean, I guess if you're going to air them out to anyone, this is the guy who might be able to help. But this doesn't seem like something I can solve on my own. Maybe I can ask him for advice. Alright, just keep this between us, but... I proceeded to tell Eito about Tsubasa's tendency to puke. I see, so that's what she's been dealing with. That sounds tough. Yeah, I want to help her, but I don't know how. She hasn't found a successful remedy on her own, right? In that case, maybe it's better we just assume she's going to vomit and plan around that instead. What do you mean? Like have her bring a high-quality sick bag or something. What? Just puke on the battlefield. Just have a sick bag ready to go. Sick bag? Like the bags they have on buses? I suppose if she used the bag when she had to, she wouldn't have to worry about getting puke everywhere. But do they even have sick bags here? High quality ones at that. I'm sure the Gift-O-Matic has them, bro. What about using that Gift-O-Matic in the rec room? The Gift-O-Matic? Yeah, if they don't have them there, we just need to make them. Seems like it's able to make most things. It's worth looking into. We headed over to the rec room together to check the Gift-O-Matic. Alright. Yeah, because, I mean, I will agree, if we can solve the puking issue, right, like, I do genuinely think that Tsubasa's more willing than probably anyone else. It's just that she physically can't do it. So if we can fix that, I do agree. She seemed reasonable, right? Even, like, down to the fact that she's like, look, I know it's unfair that I'm not fighting and I'm taking advantage of the safe space you guys are creating and fighting for, right? Like, it's not fair. Right? So she was always pretty reasonable. I just didn't really think about, you know, just a sick bag being the solution, potentially. A fashionable sick pouch. This looks perfect. Tsubasa is sure to open up if we give this to her as a present. The materials will need our string, a plastic bag, and a fashionable pouch. String and plastic bags seem easy enough to find, but a fashionable pouch may prove tricky. If anyone's likely to have a pouch, it'd be a girl. Maybe I can negotiate a trade of some sort. Maybe Kako? I'll look for a fashionable pouch if you can handle the string and plastic bag. And so Eito and I split up to gather the materials we needed to make the sick bag. Now, where to start? I guess I'll just ask everyone. Give Tsubasa a heartfelt gift to persuade her. Talk to the other characters to gather information about what you should get her. You might also need to go exploring to get the materials you need to make the gift. Give everything you have to persuade Tsubasa. Are there any entrance hall? Yeah, I feel like we definitely got to interact with Kako. That's my guess. So we're just going to start with her. A fashionable pouch? I don't have anything like that. I've never even used one before. I guess I'm being a little stereotypical here, huh? Not even once? I guess they were broke, huh? We don't even carry around bags or wallets. We would only be targeted by robbers if we did. We tie all our valuables to our bodies so they're secure. That's just being street smart. Yes, we literally keep things on our person. Reminds me of the nights we spent sleeping on the streets, me snuggling up against my sister dearest. We were pressed up very close. What kind of horrible struggles did they go through? You can have a piece of string. I recommend you tie valuables to your thigh. Thanks, I'll do that. Well, I didn't find a pouch. I managed to get some string. That's progress, at least. Yeah, I guess in retrospect, they're broke. I should have seen that one coming. Maybe Darumi? I mean, it basically has to be Darumi. If the there might be a female with a pouch thing was, like, true and not just, like, here, stereotype. You know? Darumi, do you have a fashionable pouch? If you do, could I have it? I don't use them. I just dump all my makeup in my bag. I even throw my mirror in there, raw dog. So I always end up cutting my finger on the cracked surface. No way. In there, raw dog, bro. So the translation team was on one with this game. They got some modern slang in there. Holy. Right. You should be careful. I always imagined that all girls carried around pouches and accessory bags, but I guess that's not the case. Oh my god. Is it going to be Takamaru?
Yeah!
I mean, I might not have one, but I've got some ideas where you might find a pouch. Really? Back around where we found Eito, I found what looked like a dilapidated cosmetics shop. I memorized where it was so I could go maybe pick up something from there later. Can you tell me where it is? I got the general coordinates of the cosmetics shop from Darumi. If I can't find a pouch somewhere inside the school, I'll go check this place out later. Because didn't it explicitly say something about Takamaru liking accessories? I can't assume, like, a fashionable pouch is what he'd have. He'd probably have, like, a training bag if I had to guess, but, you know. Maybe. I don't know. Let's check with him. How's it going, Takumi? Are you getting anywhere with them? Still working on it. I talked to Tsubasa, but it's a little complicated. I have a feeling that she will choose to fight with us. Yeah, bike lovers ain't no cowards. Bike lovers? Does Tsubasa like bikes? Yeah, I mean, she's a mechanic. I mean, that alone could be useful. I honestly feel like, oddly enough, she'd be perfectly fine as a non-combatant if we could just get her to, like, work on, like, mechanical stuff, right? Like, I don't know that anybody else has a talent that would be perfectly fine off of the, like, that would make them legitimately useful in Hiruko's eyes while not fighting. That's the thing with Tsubasa. I mean, I think she's gonna be a combatant, but she could totally just be a non-combatant, and it honestly probably could be enough for Hiruko. I mean, all vehicles, really. She's a huge mech geek. She really knows her shit. Never met a girl who knew more about bikes than me. That much, huh? Apparently your grandpa runs a workshop. She hung out there every day when she learned how to be a mechanic. Where she learned how to be a mechanic. You know, I vaguely recall her saying something like that before.
I wonder if the workshop's still standing after all that.
Workshop.
Oh, it's just a little garage I run with my grandpa. We mostly just tune up cars, but we do other stuff too. I've always liked tinkering with machines, so I've been watching my grandpa work ever since I was little.
Her grandpa's workshop, huh? I should file this information away. It might help me convince her. By the way, Takamaru, you know where I could find a fashionable pouch? A what? Yeah, I knew it was a long shot. Yeah. Alright, I don't assume Eito has anything besides a plastic bag. Look, Takumi. I found a plastic bag here. Nice one, Eito. One item down. Let's keep this up. Where should I look next? Any ideas? You seem pretty upbeat. I don't know. I'm just having fun. It feels like a treasure hunt. I spent a lot of time in the hospital, so I never got to hang out with friends like this. I mean, we're not exactly playing around here, but whatever. He did find one of the items after all. Alright, so now we're gonna have to talk to him and be like, exploration time, buddy. Well, we got string in a plastic bag, but we came up short on the fashionable pouch. Yeah, but I got a lead on where we might be able to find one. According to what Darumi told me, there's a cosmetics shop where we found Eito outside the school. We'll go check it out tomorrow. You might need to talk to someone else first, or you're gonna run fresh out of time, bro. Unless we can get an extension from Hiruko. Maybe by convincing one person, we can convince her to give us an extension. Ready to go hunt for that fashionable pouch, Takumi? Alright, let's go do it. Y'all better be coming with us. I mean, unless it's gonna, like, if we're forced to do an actual exploration, it better not just be the two of us. If it's gonna be like the one time where we rescued Eito... Bro. Treasure chest spaces will now appear during explorations. Landing on one will grant you a key item needed to unlock a gift. By obtaining key items from treasure chests, you'll be able to make new gifts with the Gift-O-Matic. Many characters' preferred items can be made from key items, so try to land on treasure chest spaces whenever you can. Alright, okay, I see one behind fire. That's not gonna help us. Let's head for the cosmetic shop somewhere around the spot where we found you. And that should be in that direction. Yeah. Yeah, I see it. Okay. We will head that way. With only the two of us, we should probably try to avoid fights. Find a neglected bronze statue of a dog. Seems to regard you with baleful eyes. Let's polish it. Got a beautiful gem.
I'll take this one.
Nice. 2, 3, 4. Alright, this is safe. Like I said, I don't want to do anything too risky. You find some small flowers. They may be useful as raw material. We'll pick some. Sure.
I'll take this with me.
You find an abandoned video game arcade. You can find prizes by getting a high score. Find a game you can play co-op with Eito. So, Tetris, a shooter, an action game. I'm gonna go Tetris. It was a game in which Eito was particularly skilled. He used precise movements to control the blocks and got the high score. Yeah, I mean, that's basically what I was thinking. He's more of a math type, so I'm like, I could see him being good at Tetris.
What?
We got a torn dress. Oh, that's not what I was looking for. Crap. But we'll take it. You find a natural hot spring. I'm gonna take a dip. Oh, we didn't really need to. So, do we need to go down then? Or is it that one? Alright, let's just go up. Not a fashionable pouch. Oh, what? We got it. Now we have all the materials we need. Let's get back to the rec room and make the gift for Tsubasa. No! No! If I'd known I was going to do that, I would not have gone that way. I would have gone meandering. Alright, let's go ahead and craft this, though. See if we can get Tsubasa.
Aha!
Yes! We made a fashionable sick pouch. We did it, Takumi. I'm sure Tsubasa will feel relieved when we give this to her. Yeah, it'll eliminate her issues with fighting with us. Of course, just because we eliminate her reason for not fighting doesn't necessarily mean she'll join us. If it comes to it, you're gonna have to remind Tsubasa of her reason for fighting. Yeah, what's that? The workshop. The important people we left behind at the Tokyo residential complex. The things people need to protect. I'm sure if you remind her of that, she'll get on board. The important people we left back in the Tokyo residential complex. To someone like what Karawa is to me. Not only do we eliminate her reason for not fighting, we need to remind her that she has a reason to fight too. Remind her of her grandpa in the workshop. Seems pretty challenging. I guess there's no point being negative. I'll go swing by her place then. Takumi, why'd you come back? Look, I'm sorry, but could you give up trying to get me to fight? You saw it for yourself. I puked all over the place. Having a pukey girl like me on the battlefield is only going to cause everyone trouble. Wait, you're giving this to me? Wow, it's such a cute pouch. Why are you giving me this? Wait, are you trying to bribe me again? You don't need to be so alarmed. I just wanted to talk to you for a bit. Could you tell me again why you're so adamant about not fighting? Persuasion missions. Say the right things to Tsubasa as she shares her worries and convince her to fight. You may choose what to say by pressing the left stick twice. The number of options may increase as the conversation progresses. If you choose the right responses, the persuasion rate will increase. Bring this gauge to 100% to successfully persuade her. Even if you fail, you'll be able to try again from the last failure point, so don't worry and just do your best to persuade Tsubasa. Yeah, I mean, this seems like just a trial, and this seems like something we're going to have to deal with in the future. This might be how some of the route splits go. Begin persuasion. I already told you why I can't fight.
It's because it comes out when I get nervous. I start puking like a fountain in a fancy park. I know I'm going to puke if I ever fight against those invaders. And it's
I don't think I have another option.
I mean, I don't mind if I puke on myself, but I know you guys would get caught in the crossfire. Puke flies farther than you think. Plus, it smells and it's slippery. No, there's no way I can fight.
Alright, we're going to try the sick bag. Looks like that was a good response.
Just use that sick bag.
What? This is a sick bag? It's a fashionable sick pouch. I know it just looks like a regular accessory pouch. I've never seen a sick bag that looked this cute. I wouldn't even be embarrassed to carry this around in public. You're gonna spew into this. That way it won't cause trouble for anyone else. You can puke wherever you need to.
You don't need to be afraid anymore.
Okay. Alright. I got a little bit. So, how about it, Tsubasa? Will you fight alongside us now? Tsubasa? I'm sorry, Takumi. I know you went through all this trouble and everything, but I really don't think I can fight. Why not? Your puking issue should be solved now. I can't just puke in front of everyone like it's nothing. I'm sure everyone would make fun of me. Of course, what Tsubasa can't handle isn't the puking itself, but that everyone would see her do it. I know that's not the time to be embarrassed, and there's a part of me that wants to get out of there and fight with you.
But I can't handle getting teased for my puking anymore.
Her voice is trembling. She must have suffered a lot because of her nervous stomach. I'm here if you want to talk about it. You must have been through a lot because of your ailment. I don't mind telling you, but it's kind of a bummer. I needed to eliminate Tsubasa's hangups with her vomiting and get her to join the fight. I've got to try this again.
You want to know my nickname in grade school?
Bro, this is gonna be
It was
deep.
Pukette.
That's deviant. That's
All
a
the boys
cool
in my class
nickname.
made fun of me for my puking.
Bro, that would
Do you
be
know how much of
devious.
an impact puking can have on your life? I lost friends every time I puked in public. Like how someone who I thought was a friend would one day start calling me Pukette. Or how the boys would loudly exclaim how the class smelled like puke. It was hard each time I lost a friend, and it made me sad.
Definitely just thinking
I'd cry in secret.
this
and
one is
puke some more.
fine.
That's why I decided before I went to middle school to avoid any situation that made me nervous. To live an easy life free of any puke. That's why I can't
Is there like a
fight.
time limit if I
Because
wait
if I
too
fought,
long?
I
I
would
don't know. We're just gonna
definitely
let it keep playing out for now.
I think that if I puked in front of everyone here, the same
I'll
thing would
puke
happen
with
again.
you.
They would be repulsed and give me a mean nickname. I'd rather die somewhere on the streets than be ostracized and called Pukette again.
Oh, if you take too long. Okay, you gotta come up with a response. Anyway, just give up trying to get me to fight. I'm way more scared of getting teased than fighting invaders. Tsubasa's terrified of being teased and ostracized by the others. If I don't eliminate that worry for her, she'll never agree to fight with us. I have to get her to understand that I'll never abandon her. I almost feel like I'll puke with you isn't that bad of an option, which is kind of crazy. I'm gonna go with we wouldn't make fun of you first, but good, okay.
We wouldn't make fun of you.
I trust you, but I don't know about the others. A few of them could be mean. What if they gave me another cruel nickname?
They're
If
not all
someone
good people, let's
ever
not
called
do
me
that.
Pukette, I'd probably puke and cry on the spot. No, I'm too scared. I can't do it.
We really might
I
have
don't
to
wanna
hit
get
I'll puke
ostracized
too.
for puking and
Bro, let's do it.
I'll puke with you.
What? What are you talking about? If you puked on your own, you'd stand out. So I'll puke with you. That way, we'll both share half the attention. What? No way I'm letting anyone willing to fight for their loved ones get ostracized for puking.
They're gonna have to make fun of me too.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm being serious. I mean, I'll puke for you right here, right now if you want me to.
What? Tsubasa stared at me as if she were trying to figure me out. I gave her as meaningful a look as I could in return. I won't let Tsubasa go through this alone. If she gets made fun of, then so will I. I continue to meet her gaze in silence. That might be the craziest thing I've ever seen. I'll puke with you. I had a feeling that if I looked away now, she'd close herself off again. 1 minute, then 2. I continued to meet her gaze without even blinking. Then suddenly her expression relaxed as if I'd gotten through to her.
I see. You're stupid, aren't you?
You know me. Puke with me? Are you crazy? How did you get like this? That is a little ridiculous. It wasn't the reaction I was expecting, but I got her to smile at least. Okay, we'll take that. I don't know how long it's been since I had a real heart-to-heart with someone. I try my best to hide my feelings from others because I'm afraid of puking. I would have never imagined this. Tsubasa looks so cheerful and friendly, but underneath it all, she's actually very troubled. I'm sorry, Tsubasa. I'm sorry for asking you to fight when I didn't know everything you've been through. I had no idea how things had been for you. But as long as you're in this school, I'll never let you feel lonely. Wait, hold on. Are you saying you see me as some kind of charity case? Should I not be? Bro, life hasn't been that hard for me. Granted, things didn't go well at school, but I still had a place I felt like I could belong. A place where Tsubasa feels like she belongs, if memory serves. That would be the workshop. Apparently, her grandpa runs a workshop. She hung out there every day where she learned how to be a mechanic.
Huh?
Do you mean your grandpa's workshop? How did you know that? Takamaru told me. You hung out there every day, he said. Yeah, tinkering with machines in my grandpa's workshop was always the highlight of my day. So you don't need to worry about me that much. People can get by well enough as long as they have one place they can belong. Tsubasa's face lit up the moment she began talking about her grandpa's workshop. It must be the most important thing in the world to her. If it's anything like how Kara was to me, then... do you mind sharing what it was like spending time at your grandpa's workshop? If her grandpa's workshop is the thing that matters most to her, then maybe that can be her reason to fight.
Because of the way I am, I always try to keep my emotions in check.
Right.
All I can think about is not letting anything make me puke. But I can finally be myself when I'm tinkering with machines in my grandpa's workshop. Machines are really fascinating and let me forget about the world. I'd get covered in oil every day, helping my grandpa with his work. Of course, I failed a lot too, but Grandpa would always
That's enough
cheer me up with his
reminiscing.
belly laughs. Fail as much as you want, Tsubasa. Star players make mistakes, but they make the big plays too. No matter how much
Beautiful
I messed
impression.
up, he'd never kick me out, even when his granddaughter was a good-for-nothing puker. He'd always look after me.
That wasn't even perfect?
Your grandpa's really nice.
Maybe there isn't a perfect option there, I don't know. Maybe there's not guaranteed to be one.
Yeah, my grandpa's the nicest grandpa in the world.
Tsubasa's such
He's
a
a
weird
royal
character
grease
concept.
monkey
I'll
who
talk
always
about this
protects
after,
his
but
granddaughter. His workshop is his castle.
well, I don't need to wait.
My dream
The puke
is
thing
to
is just
one
so
day
so
take
wild.
over his workshop. I want to protect the place
I don't
that's
really
protected
want
me
to like
all of my life.
use that, but I might
I
have
just
to.
want to work on machines in my grandpa's workshop forever.
I think we have to use that.
You know, his workshop might get destroyed.
What? Why? Remember what Siri said? If we don't fight, we can't protect what matters most to us. Your friends, families, everything you hold dear from your lives in the Tokyo residential complex. If we lose this war, all of that will be for forfeit. Or, not for forfeit. But wasn't he just lying? As shady as Siri may have been, I don't think everything he told us was a lie. The Tokyo residential complex was attacked by tons of invaders before we were brought here. Our loved ones being in imminent danger might well be true. So my grandpa's workshop is in danger too? It's entirely possible. No way. Yeah, that might get her, so we just need one more decent response. Tsubasa was at a loss for words. The possibility that her loved ones could be attacked by the invaders terrified her. I took a step closer to her and stared right into her eyes.
If you want to protect your grandpa's workshop, then there's only one thing for you to do. Find the courage to fight the invaders.
But can a coward like me do that?
Don't worry. You don't have to do it alone. We'll protect what's important to you together. So just protect us in return. Come with us. And protect what matters most to us together.
Alright. So that's the persuasion mechanic. I'm sure we'll have to make use of that many times going forward. It's kind of an interesting mechanic. I kind of like it. Alright, so I guess we got through to her. Fighting to protect humanity. To protect my grandpa and his workshop. Can someone like me really do that? Of course you can, and you don't have to do it alone. We can make it through this together. I'm not making any promises, and I'm gonna need a little more time. But I won't run from the truth or write myself off anymore. I'll think about what it is I really want, and what I need to do to make it happen. Is that okay? Sure, that sounds great. Okay, and thanks, Takumi. Okay, looks like we got someone. That's good, that's good. Yeah, I mean, the way we got him, like, makes sense in the end, bringing up the workshop. I still think the whole sick bag situation is just crazy. Like, really? That's where her whole character is at? Like, that's what was really her limiting factor? Like, I get that's a real thing that could cause anxiety in someone, and that, I mean, I'm not saying it's not a real problem that people, like, don't, like, I'm not saying it's not a real problem that people run into. It's just like, I don't know, as a concept for a character, being so anxious they puke all the time, and it not just being a gag, right? Using this as an actual character trait that kind of limits their writing, or affects their writing, rather than, again, just being a gag, right? I'm like, that's kind of new to me. I've never really seen anything like that. It's a little weird, but hey, not that there's anything wrong with it. I can't say it's my favorite gimmick ever, but it is interesting, at least. And I do like Tsubasa, actually. Like, that gimmick, again, not my favorite, but her being a mechanic and just her general vibe, I do enjoy it. So I'm looking forward to seeing more about Tsubasa. Maybe a little less pukey, though. Whew. I did what I could with Tsubasa. I'll try to work on the others now. Who's next? There are 4 people left to convince. Ima, Kako, Shoma, and Gaku. Of the 4, Gaku seems the most likely to hear me out. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree that Gaku's the best one to go to next. He doesn't seem like a bad guy, maybe a little outlandish and noisy, but I'm sure I can get him on board. Yeah, I think I could definitely see us getting Gaku. I honestly thought he was the most likely to be receptive, right? I didn't really think the solution for Tsubasa would literally just be hand her a sick bag, right? So that she can puke into it, right? But, I mean, again, if it works, it works. Gaku just kind of seems like, I don't know, he needs some light convincing, whereas Tsubasa needed, like, an actual, like, solution, if that makes sense. Okay, I'll talk to Gaku next. There's no time to waste. I grabbed the sandwich offering and headed over to Gaku's room. Oh my god! Clean your room, bruh! Filthy! This place disgusting! Huh? Why I won't fight? Because I'm scared, obviously. After filling up on the sandwiches I had brought him, Gaku revealed the reason why he won't fight. Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, like, he just seemed, like, genuinely scared, and, I mean, I feel like you might even just be able to play the angle of, you know what's more scary? Dying without fighting, right? Like, you know? At least here you get revived, like, I mean, how is it not scary? What the hell are those invader monsters anyway? They're like straight from a manga. There's no way I can face them. I'd rather get kicked out of the school than have to fight them. If you get kicked out, you're guaranteed to die. Isn't it better to fight and live longer then? I'm telling you, I can't. I can't help that I'm scared. How can all of you be fine fighting those monsters? You're the ones who are crazy, not me. Must have a couple screws loose. It's not like we want to fight either, but we have to. We have no other choice if we want to protect what matters to us the most. If we don't defend the school, everyone in the Tokyo residential complex is in danger. I mean, don't you have people you care about? If we don't fight the invaders here, they might be killed. People I care about? I don't have anyone like that. Right. Wasn't he? Didn't he say he had a whole family to support? I understand that is kind of like, maybe he views it as more of a burden and isn't necessarily, like, super duper close with them. So maybe that's what we're going to get here, but...
Huh?
What? But your family? I don't have a family. I'm an orphan who was abandoned as a baby. I worked and survived at the poor group home that took me in. I found myself falling silent. I had no idea Gaku had such a past. I see. Sorry I didn't know. Whatever. I don't really care. Besides, being an orphan isn't all bad. Because all I gotta do is look out for myself. I don't give a crap about the Tokyo residential complex. But are you sure? If the Tokyo residential complex goes down, everyone dies. You might not have any family, but surely you have people you don't want to see die. I told you I don't. I struggle enough looking after myself. It's been like this my whole life. I'm only looking out for number one. Okay, we're done here. Go home. Wait, hold on. Just hear me out. I told you I won't fight. If you want me to risk my life so much, then bring me money. Money's the only thing I'll risk my life for. Bro's a mercenary. Bring me a fat stack of bills, then we'll talk. Money? Judge me all you want. I don't care what people say. This is how I live my life. You're not gonna pay me, then get the heck out of here. Shoot. Yeah, bro does love his bands. Gaku pushed me right out of his room. Well, that didn't work. Seems like the only way he'll hear me out is if I actually bring him money. Nobody has money here. We were basically brought here with just the clothes on our backs. I can't pay him money. Maybe I can give him some sort of gift instead. Wouldn't that be nice? I'll have to bribe him with something else. In any case, I need to get him to open up to me. Let's try making a gift for Gaku using the gift-o-matic in the rec room. What will get him to open up to me? What's something he wants? Something with monetary value. No point trying to think of something on my own. I'll go ask the others and see if they have any ideas. Okay, so Gaku... I'm a little intrigued, because... they made it seem before like he was sending money to people back home. But now he's saying he's an orphan, so I assume that he, like one of those is probably a lie, right? Like, well, no, I mean, I guess he could be sending money to the people back home, right? Like at the foster home that he might have been in, or like whatever group home he was in, right? I think that could make sense. It's either that or he's like lying about either, because he was saying he like sent money home, and that's part of why he was so broke, right? He worked all the time and still had no money because he sent it all to the to his family, right? Or what we assumed was his family. I assumed it was his family. But then he's saying he's an orphan. I'm like, I guess he could be lying in one of the scenarios, but I guess him sending it to like wherever he lived could be a decent explanation as well. Maybe makes more sense. Hello. I actually picked the right direction for once. What do you got for me, Darumi? Look, Takumi, look what I found. What's that? A surgical scalpel. I was wandering around some ruins and I found an old hospital. Oh, definitely not an exploration point. I rummaged through the debris and excavated a whole surgery kit. Yeep. I can't believe I found such a nice blade. It must be my lucky day. Just think how much easier I can do my cutting. What? Darumi swung the scalpel around as she ran down the hallway. She's acting like a psychotic slasher. We're not going to talk about her, like, just being like, yeah, I'm going to go cut. Like, presumably herself. We're just moving on from that. Alright, sure. Why not? Let's go talk to Takamaru next. Huh? Something Gaku might want? What about some needles and thread?
Huh?
Needles and thread? Apparently Gaku's good at sewing. He doesn't seem like no amateur. Once he looked at the embroidery on my jacket and got all worked up. He was all like, not bad embroidery, but I can do something like that easy. So Gaku can sew. I'm surprised that Gaku has such a domestic side to him. Where do you think he learned how to sew? Well, he's the oldest of a big family. After having to sew up the clothes his brothers ripped up day in and day out, he just got good at it. The big family? That's not what he told me. He said he was an orphan. Yeah, so I guess we were going to kind of get into that. Apparently he's got over 20 siblings. Like, holy shit, right? But I guess every family's got their issues. Wait a second. Maybe those are the other foster kids living in the group home. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But if that's the case, turns out he's got a family after... Oh, that's not Takamaru. Turns out he's got a family after all. I should make a note of this. Gaku's got a family of foster siblings. Okay. Let's go talk to Eito, see what he's got. A present for Gaku? What about clothes? Clothes? I guess his outfits are always patched up. He doesn't have a lot of clothes, or the money to buy more. I see, so he doesn't have the means. So I think he'd be very happy if you gave him clothes. But I can't just bring him any old clothes. It'll have to be something he likes. If I'm gonna get him clothes, I need to research his tastes. Alright, that's that. Oh, alright. See if Hiruko's got something for us. Does she have any idea about his tastes? Is that what we're gonna ask? I peeked into the war room and saw Hiruko typing something on the computer with a serious look on her face. What are you doing, Hiruko? I'm looking over footage of past battles and making a record. A record? A record of how many invaders and which commanders we took out. Basically, I'm creating objective data detailing how much we've contributed to this war. She's even doing administrative work. She might be hard to get along with, but she's certainly brilliant and capable. Isn't that a lot of work? Obviously. Do you think I want to do this boring work? Well, I don't, but it's still important. We need to keep these kinds of records. Or they might try to shortchange us when it comes to our reward when the war is over. Reward? Didn't I mention it? These invaders have a pretty nice bounty on their heads. That's what Sirei said, at least. If that's true, then we're not fighting for free? That's why I'm documenting all this for you, so that doesn't happen. So they're rewards for taking out the invaders. I might be able to use this information later when I'm trying to get Gaku on board. By the way, do you know if there's anything Gaku might want? Sorry, never mind. Yeah, she gave us the stank eye. Oh my. But we did get the information that he could get money for fighting, which I think will be helpful for persuasion. And to talk of his foster family, And we're in the gift room, so I assume we maybe have a gift idea. Oh, yeah, we do. Okay, I'm starting to get an idea of what present to get for Gaku. A present for Gaku? What about clothes? That flashback was like 10 seconds ago. Did we really need that? Gaku's always wearing patched up clothes, so a gift related to clothing might be good. Although giving him clothes isn't a good plan. I'm sure he has his own taste and style, and the chances of him liking whatever clothes I pick out are low. Apparently, Gaku's good at sewing, and he doesn't seem like no amateur. According to Takamaru, Gaku can sew, and pretty well at that. And what about giving him a sewing kit? He'd be able to make whatever clothes he wants, and even keep wearing his current clothes by mending them whenever he needs to. I searched the gift-o-matic for sewing-related gifts. After a few minutes of searching, I got a sewing kit. Alright. I'm assuming we can't make it, though. A sewing kit. This looks good. The materials I'll need are needles, threads, scissors, and cotton. That's a lot of materials. Getting them all is going to be a pain. I was wandering around some ruins when I found an old hospital. I rummaged through the debris and excavated a whole surgery kit. Okay. If the place Darumi found was a surgical facility, they might have needles and thread for stitching. It's also sure to have scissors, and if there are medical cotton pads, they might work in place of the cotton. Okay, I'll go exploring tomorrow. I'll have Darumi show me the abandoned hospital so I can gather the materials. Alright, another exploration. Yep, I mean, I definitely saw this one coming. Let's see what we can snag this time. Ready to go find more scalpels for my cutting, Takumi?
Hey!
You mean to look for materials to make Gaku's presents, Darumi? Alright, let's go ahead and hop out. This time, let's try and maybe make use of the exploration time. Because we get to still keep rewards and such, but they instantly have us leave the moment we hit that space. So let's look around first this time. Okay, take me to the hospital, Darumi. Okay, but don't get mad at me if I get lost. Alright. So it's down there. That's a distance away. Anything else that we can find in the meantime? Alright, there's one right there. There's another one right there. I mean, I don't really think it makes sense to go this way, but is there, like, yeah, no, there's nothing really, like, right along that we can get. Like a level 1, I mean, we can, do we have a level 1 extinguisher? I feel like we could maybe get through there. Like, not this time, of course, but level 4, level 2. There's a checkpoint. Yeah, I don't think we can really go for that one. That one's way out of the way, right? Yeah, that one's a good bit out of the way. That one's pretty close, right? You can get there pretty easily. But there were 2 on the other side. We might be able to sneak 2. Like, go left, down, then this way, go back, down, or up, depending on things like health. Go in here, grab that, dip, come back, and then grab this, and just leave this one for another time. So let's do that. See a sign in the middle of your path that has an arrow drawn on it. Let's go where it's pointing, and we immediately take 3 damage. Fantastic. Alright, 5 is a blank space. Maybe we should have been fine with that. Let's try this again. Alright, we got some satin this time. Fine. That's not bad. Go 5. Find a small pond. The water's cloud. You can't see down the bottom. There seems to be something down there. Let's fish it out. Got a bronze token. We'll take that.
This looks good.
Not a ton to work with there, but better than nothing, you know? That was maybe a little dangerous. You see a tasty looking fruit lying on the ground. We're gonna eat it. Oh, 8 damage. Is that Darumi dead? Oh wow, okay, cool. We're solo now.
What?
Got a school uniform. Means we're gonna take any remaining damage, I suppose. Find an area with strange medicinal odor. Herbs and grasses with healing properties seem to thrive here. You might be able to use some of them. Green. Sure. Medicinal herbs.
I did it.
I gotta risk it either way. Let's not risk it twice. See something shining under some rubble and needles. What could it be? It's gonna be hard to reach it without getting hurt. So let Darumi do it, even though she's, you know, dead. was like that horror franchise with the saw in it. Jeremy thrust her hand into the pile of syringes. She somehow pulled out a gem from it. Guess her enthusiasm was the key.
Yes!
We'll take it. 90 minerals. W. No, risk it and keep going left. Find an old recycling machine. Put material inside and it will dispense something new. I guess let's put something in it. We lost diamonds, got scrap parts. Was that worth it?
We did it!
No, not at all. Fantastic. You find a beehive. Maybe you can get some honey out of it. Yeah, let's not throw a rock at the beehive. Unless we like getting stung, I guess. Alright, let's try this again. Ugh. You find a sword embedded in a stone. It looks hard to pull out, but who knows what happens if you magic seed. You gotta try it. Ooh! Just touching it sucked away your strength, but you weren't about to give up. You struggled for a while, but you somehow managed to pull out the sword. Well, we got the sword, but we took a lot of damage. 300 BP. Oh man, but we can't see a red light floating up ahead. Could it be a ghost? Guess let's follow it. Got a red crystal. We really would like to avoid a fight, I think. You were suddenly caught in a violent squall. It's going to be hard to move forward in this. We'll take shelter.
Yes!
We're already in a risky enough spot. Find the ruins of a clock store. It's still stocked with clocks of all sizes. Some of these might have useful parts. Dismantle a small clock.
We
I
did
don't know. I
it!
feel like it would somehow go wrong if I dismantled a big one. We're going to have to risk it. You're surrounded by a thick fog. You can barely see what's in front of you anymore. Hide and wait for it to pass. That's fine. I don't mind losing move.
What?
Uh-oh. Alright. This is bad. We might wipe here. Yikes. I don't know if this is winnable. I might have cooked myself.
It's alright! That all you got? There! I'm not done yet. Ha! Alright, that all you got? Yeah!
I'm
Got
doing
it.
what I can.
I'm not done yet. Here! That all you got? Ha! Alright! I'm not done yet. Here! Not there yet. Ha! Got it! I'm not done yet.
Alright, in defensive stance, I
Takes
actually think
more
we're
than
fine. I think we're fine. This certainly was dangerous, but made it out of
It's
that
all right.
just fine. Thankfully, we didn't do... I think it
all
was...
you
I mean, it was
got?
definitely the right call to go for the easier fight. Because that was very close. Now we gotta get out of
Yes!
here. Everything we can to just get out of here. You don't even have any inventory space left, so there's no reason to take any risks. Alright. Just keep cruising while trying to avoid any risks. Nor to move on. No. Oh my goodness.
We did it!
1 HP in a dream. Let's grab 30 materials over 100 BP. Alright, and let's get out of here. That was so close. Oh my goodness. Alright, I got all the materials. Okay, can we go home then? I'm getting bored. I just want to go back to my room and play depressing eroges. If that's what you really want to do. Not bad. Not bad. Got a decent amount of cloth. Just had to make use of that time, got some extra resources that we wouldn't have otherwise gotten. So let's go ahead and craft up this sewing kit and try to convince Gaku. See what we can do.
Aha!
Yes, the sewing kit's done. I immediately headed to Gaku's room with a newly made gift. Yeah, this place is filthy, bro. You need to clean. It doesn't matter how many times you come over. I'm never gonna fight those invaders. The only way to convince me is with a sack full of money. The heck is this? A sewing kit? Wait, you're giving this to me? Yeah, I figured you could use this sewing kit to make whatever clothes you wanted. Or you can just keep mending the clothes you already have. You're good at sewing, right? Alright, I gotta admit this is pretty thoughtful. I just noticed some holes in my clothes. Yes, that's a pretty good reaction. I can tell Gaku's expression is softening. Look, I feel bad saying this after you gave this to me and all, but I still can't fight with you. I'm seriously terrified of those invaders. As you can see, I'm not exactly the big macho Chad type. No, I'm not asking you to fight just in exchange for this gift. More like a gift so I could get a chance to talk to you some more. Gaku, would you mind telling me why you're so against fighting? Is it persuasion time? Yep. Alright, let's see if we can do this. I mean, it probably won't actually let me fail. Just want to see how well it is. Why won't I fight? Isn't it obvious? Because I'm freaking terrified.
I get dragged to this completely insane place, and then they tell me to go fight these monsters? Like, what am I supposed to do? What even are these invaders? They look like they came straight out of a manga. Yeah, no way. Doesn't matter how much you ask, I can't and I won't. I mean, you tell me. How can you guys even bring yourselves to fight them?
Bro, that's what he wants to hear. You can make bank if you fight
If you fight, you can make money.
What? Make money? According to Hiruko, every invader you bag nets you a bounty reward. If you fight the invaders with us, you'll also be able to make some serious cash. No freaking way. So you're saying this could be a way to get out of being broke? No, not just that. We actually have a chance of hitting it big and getting rich. Bro likes the sound of that. Monetary incentives work on him, bro. He's a mercenary through and through. Gaku, come fight with us. Let's get through this war and make a ton of cash. I extended my hand and urged him to participate in the coming battles, but Gaku wouldn't take my hand. Instead, he averted his gaze and bit his lip. What's the matter? You don't want more money? You don't want money? Yeah, I do. Real bad. You have any idea how long I've been broke? I'd gladly risk my life, no, 2 of my lives for a big payout. Then, if I decide to fight here and help you take out the invaders, then all those bastards in the Tokyo residential complex would be saved too. Isn't that a good thing? No way. It's not fair. Not fair. I told you I'm an orphan, right? I grew up poor in a group home. You may not know this, but society pretty much treats you like dirt when you're a poor orphan. No matter how much I asked for help, those jerks in the complex never even gave me the time of day.
They didn't help me, so why should I help them? How is that fair?
Fair? Now's not the time to be thinking about fair. Shut up. You grew up in a happy family. I don't want to hear crap from you. Gaku started breathing heavily as he shut me down. His hatred toward the society that abandoned him is Gaku's true reason for not fighting. He'll never agree to join us till this hatred is addressed.
Hey!
Gaku, I'm here if you want to talk about it. I'd love to know everything you've been through. I decided to ask Gaku about his past to see if I could find a way to change his mind.
You want to know how many jobs I was holding down back in the complex? 17! I was working 24/7, 365 days a year.
I don't know that pure sympathy is
I
the
worked every
right
day
answer here.
until I was about to collapse, and I don't have a single penny to my name. It all went to running the group home. I never got any time to myself.
I want to help you seems like a decent response.
Isn't that messed up?
Yeah, we're gonna go no bad.
Well, I want to help you.
Shut up, I don't need your help. Feel sorry for me, then give me money. After that you can bring me a rich girl with huge knockers. Bro, seems like shallow empathy only has the opposite effect. Yeah, I mean that's what I was thinking at first. It's no good, I failed. What can I do to get Gaku to fight when he's holding such resentment for the Tokyo residential complex? Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I could tell that he didn't really want shallow empathy.
7. I worked every day.
Like, that first line didn't seem helpful. I honestly thought I was out of time.
Isn't that messed up? So I asked adults for help, to show some love to our home. but we got nothing. Politicians ignored our request for assistance. I went to companies to ask for donations and got tea thrown in my face. There's no way I'm gonna help any of them. I wish they'd all die. I will never, ever, ever fight for any of them.
Yeah, I feel like that's definitely the answer. He definitely doesn't want to do it for the
Save your
world.
siblings.
My siblings? Takamaru told me, you're the oldest in the group home, and you have a lot of foster siblings. If the complex gets destroyed, they'll all die. You're fine letting the invaders massacre your entire family? Gaku fell silent. He seemed rattled. As much as he seems to hate the complex at large, there's no way he just abandoned his family. He's bound to change his mind once he realizes his siblings are in danger. No, I'm still not fighting. What? Don't you even care if your whole family gets killed? They're not my family. It's not like we're blood related. They're just strangers who happen to live in the same group home as me. What's wrong with you? You may not be blood related, but you're still family. Not only are they not family, they're a huge burden. I had to suffer my entire life because of those stupid brats. Just thinking about it ticks me off. They freaking used me. If it weren't for them, my life wouldn't be as miserable. These brats can go die, 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 die.
I hope the invaders kill every single one of those brats.
God dang. Yet his persuasion meter went up. What's with this guy, really? I get his anger towards the Tokyo residential complex, but why his family as well? They went through the same hardships. Gaku, why are you so angry at your family? Would you mind telling me? I needed to abate Gaku's anger and get him to fight. I decided to try again.
The reason I was holding down so many jobs at once was to earn enough money to feed my siblings. Every cent I earned disappeared into their stomachs. I'm the one working myself to the bone, but I couldn't even afford to buy a single shirt. And despite all that, they never even thanked me once.
Now, this is just
They
how
just
kids are,
complained
but I don't
about how
think
there
that's
was
gonna
never
help.
enough food or snacks. They treated me like a slave. If anything broke, they figured I'd fix it. They ripped their shirt, Gaku will mend that too. I must have mended their clothes thousands of times. I'd stay up all night
Bro,
just
I
to
don't
sew
think
for
kind
them.
of-
There's
I don't
little
know
parasites
how
that
he would
drained
take
me of my
that.
time and money. If it weren't for them, I would have had free time and money for myself. I could have bought new clothes, eaten some good food, maybe even moved out on my own. Oh, give me back my time and money!
Oh, that maybe.
Damn it! Just die! Die, 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 you stupid!
Nope, that was bad.
Enough already!
Not until society gives me what I'm owed. I turned into such a piece of trash because society sucks. It's all society's fault, not mine. There's nothing I can say to Gaku when he gets like this. I need to do something to get him to express what he's really feeling. Whoops. Man, we're not cooking with Gaku.
The reason I and despite all that,
I
they
want to
just
see if there was
think-
something
if any- I must have
after,
mended
or if
their
it was like
clothes
actually the
thousands-
mom
They
line.
were-
Like, is that right?
Oh, damn it! Just
feel like
die,
we just gotta
die.
keep
The
waiting.
invaders can kill every last one of those brats. I wouldn't even shed a tear.
Oh, you just had to let him rant. Damn it, die. They can all die. They all deserve to die. They all should just die. But then why is it when I imagine them being killed?
I start crying.
It's because you don't want them to die. Not really. But if you think about it, I'd be way better off without them. They don't add any benefit to my life. Family's not about benefits. You should know that better than anyone. You're trying to convince yourself that you should abandon them when you know you can't. You're only making yourself suffer. How about you give up and just accept it? Fight to save your siblings. You want me to save the little brats who ruined my life? Damn it, my life sucks. Was I a panty thief in my previous life? Bro, you might be one in your current life. Be for real. Alright, now we get the dramatic final
Gaku,
line.
if you don't want to help the Tokyo residential complex, that's fine. I'm not doing this to save the world either. Honestly, as long as I can protect what matters most to me, that's all I care about.
I took a step closer to him and stared right into his eyes.
You don't need to save the Tokyo residential complex. You don't even need to let go of your hate. Just fight to protect what matters most to you. For the ones waiting for you at the group home.
Just fight for your
Just
family.
fight for your family.
Alright. Alright, looks like we got another one on board. But, aren't we out of time? Didn't we have until, like, tomorrow? Persuasion complete, though. I never asked for all those brothers and sisters, you know. My own parents didn't want me, so who needs a family? They just get in the way. Why should I have to keep busting my hump for them even now? They could all be a million miles away for all I know. My whole life, I've had to sacrifice everything for their sakes. Talk about rotten luck. But still, I can't just abandon them. They're family. We might not be related by blood, but they're the only family I've got, you know? Of course, there's nothing wrong with wanting to be there for your family. Is it asking too much for you to fight for them too? Sorry, but can you give me some time alone? I need to think through all this. Sure, I understand. Thanks, man. You're a real decent guy. I feel a little better about myself now. Better enough to not be snotting everywhere, goodness. Was this the cutoff, or did we have one more day? I don't remember. I thought today was the cutoff.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine!
How long have I been recording? I split this into two. I think I'm at the 2-hour mark. I should probably let this video end. We'll maybe make it to the next story section.
Get ready for your 50th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy!
So I think this was the deadline, so we might see what happens at the deadline.
Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness.
Like, did we buy time, you know? I should have maybe saved, just in case. Like, this is a much bigger story section than I'm anticipating.
Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy!
The announcement played like usual when I got out of bed, feeling like it would be just another morning. But then... who could that be? Is it gonna be Hiruko? I opened the door and welcomed my guest inside. No, it's Darumi. How do you like that meatloaf? A real taste of home, right? Just like Mama used to make? What? There's a reason for that. I sliced your mother up into little pieces and put her in the... Just kidding. You've been Darumi'd.
Hey!
Yeah, sure, you got me. Did you want something, or did you just come here to prank me? Don't shoot the messenger, bro. Mistress Hiruko sent me on important business. Mistress Hiruko? She wants you and me and Takamaru and Eito to meet up in the cafeteria. That means right the F now, mister. Anyway, now you know. I have to go tell the others. Mistress Hiruko's orders must be carried out promptly and efficiently. What? Darumi bounded away, leaving chaos and confusion in her wake. Mistress? That's a little insane. Did Hiruko decide to be called that, or is Darumi just calling her that? Another meeting, huh? But it's only us this time. The deadline's tomorrow, so maybe Hiruko wants to discuss that test she mentioned? Well, only one way to find out. Cafeteria, here I come. Yeah, so we didn't get everyone on board, but we got some people. Let's see if we what we can get from by talking to oh, they're over this way. Unlucky. From Ima and Kako. Good morning, Mr. Sumino. We're back.
Huh?
Back? Where did you go? We were out gathering herbs and grasses. We're pretty good at figuring out which ones are edible. There's been times in our lives when we've had to learn that the hard way. I can't believe we're back to eating grass to survive. This outside world is really something. We found plants I've never even seen before. Don't overdo it or eat anything that could be poisonous, okay? There's no need to worry. Mr. Aotsuki's been sneaking us bread on the side. He's such a considerate friend, unlike a certain someone I could mention. Well, excuse me. And excuse us, we must be going. This wild grass salad isn't going to eat itself. Goodbye. Yeah, she really does not seem to be rocking with some of Ima's decisions, is the way I'm reading this, personally. Alright, let's see what this meeting is. This will probably be the last thing we do. Ah, you're all here. You bet we are. I gathered them all up just like you told me. Why are we acting like a dog? I can see that. You did an admirable job, Darumi. Mistress praised me. What? Did something happen between those two? Come on, let's hear it. What do you want this time?
Oh.
I want to report on your progress. How are your attempts to win over the non-fighters going? So this was part of your plan. Have you managed to convince them yet? You only have 1 day left. Well, not all of them, but I think Tsubasa and Gaku are starting to come around.
Oh.
I see. That's good. I didn't expect you to convert all 5, of course, but we can deal with the holdouts later. Deal with them how? True to my original plan, anybody who doesn't have the will to fight will be forced to leave tomorrow. What? Wait a minute. It took a while, but we made real progress. With just a little more time, I'm sure we can... I'm sorry, but a promise is a promise. I can't go back on my word. But without any protection or battle experience, they'll die out there. If they're not going to contribute to the war effort anyway, what difference does it make? Why does it have to be like this? To defeat the invaders and win the war, naturally. You really think abandoning those guys is going to make it any easier for us to win? I'm certain of it. I've already pointed out the possibility of them drawing the enemy's attention away from the school for a while. There's also the chance that facing real danger will knock some sense into them and finally bring out their fighting spirit. Those chances are slim. It's not worth the risk. There is nothing I won't do for the sake of victory. Allowing victories to elude us would render the risks we've taken and the sacrifices we've made up to now completely meaningless. If you have time to spend worrying about the others, I'd prefer you spend it training to use your Hemo Anima more effectively. The enemy commanders are far stronger than us. We'll never defeat them if we get too hung up on our own survival. When push comes to shove, we all have to be prepared to give our lives. As usual, Hiruko left no room for discussion, leaving us alone to mull over her words and consider our options. Yeah, so you've become a complete simp. Good to know. Such an ice queen. How could anybody not stand that? Something she said just now bothers me. Aside from the obvious, you mean? Yes, but never mind. It's probably just my imagination. Nothing worth worrying about. What exactly in there was she thinking? Maybe this. There's nothing I won't do for the sake of victory. I don't know. Which I mean, don't get me wrong. Most of it is very obviously concerning, but he seems to see something in there beyond just like the obvious I'll let them die, right? What's our next move? Today's our last chance to save those guys.
Hey!
I'll talk to them one last time. It might not do any good, but it's worth a try. We have to do something or it'll be all over for them tomorrow. You're right. We can't possibly abandon our friends to such a cruel fate. I won't let Hiruko force him out either. I'll step in to protect them if I have to. You can't use violence and threats to get people to do what you want. Society just don't work like that. I never expected Takamaru to be the one to uphold the laws of society. Appearances can be deceiving, I guess. I guess so. Alright, so who are we going to talk to next? In the back of my mind, I'd been expecting, hoping really, that Hiruko would go back on her plan and cut the non-fighters some slack. I could see now how foolish I'd been to think that. Even if I'd managed to change Tsubasa and Gaku's minds, Shoma and the twins would still have to leave. I can't let that happen. I have to try to talk to them one last time. I should talk to Shoma, Ima, and Kako before it's too late. Alright. I guess we'll start with Shoma. This is Shoma's room. I wonder if he's in. I rang the doorbell and waited. Eventually the door slowly opened. Hello. I'm sorry. Please forgive me for ruining your day with my existence. Well, we're off to a great start here. Hey, Shoma, that deadline Hiruko set for you guys is coming up tomorrow, you know? Are you sure you won't reconsider things? At this rate, she really is gonna throw you out. Yes, I know. I guess I'll just be thrown out like the trash I am. You don't really want that, though, right? You shouldn't expect too much from me. I'm so hopelessly inept that me losing is basically a foregone conclusion, no matter what kind of conflict it is. This isn't some kind of physical or psychological shortcoming I can work on and overcome someday. My uselessness is baked into me at a cellular level. I may as well accept my fate. Me staying here would only cause more trouble for everyone. You understand what you're saying, right? Once you get beyond the wall of fire, you'll probably die. Yes, I know. I've accepted that, too. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but it's better to get it over with now so I don't really let you down later. I'm sorry you had to end up here with someone like me. Shoma bowed his head in a gesture of deep regret and disappeared back into the darkness of his room. It's no good. He's too pessimistic for me to convince him now. Alright, I feel like Ima's not going to be very receptive. Let's see if he's here. I rang the doorbell and waited. A moment later, the door was thrown open. Ah, Mr. Sumino, it's you. So what do I owe the pleasure? Don't tell me you're still hoping to convert me to your side. How much do you think you can achieve in just one day? Ima, please, at least think about it. I've done all the thinking I need to, Mr. Sumino. My safety is guaranteed thanks to the plan I've come up with. Oh, right. You mentioned before that you had a plan of your own. It's a simple enough solution. All I need is a way for me and my dear sister to remain at the academy without needing to fight. There's no way Hiruko is going to allow that. That's the problem my strategy aims to address.
Hey!
And what is this strategy exactly? Oh, I'm so sorry, but I can't tell you that. If you knew about it, it would lose all strategic value. Okay, so he's gonna try to, like, maybe shock her and be like, we can maybe help in some way, right? Or barter. He's trying to barter, basically. Ima waved me goodbye and closed the door, his easy smile devoid of any kind of fear or anxiety. He seems so confident. I hope the secret plan of his isn't anything violent. Let's see what Kako's got. This is Kako's room. Maybe she'll be more willing to listen to me today. I don't know. I rang the doorbell and waited. After a little while, the door was pulled open by a shaky, hesitant hand. Brother, dearest, Oh, it's you, Takumi. Sorry if I surprised you. I just wanted to ask you something. Have you made your decision on what you're going to say tomorrow? If you don't agree to fight like the rest of us, you'll have to leave. I know, but my dear brother said he had a plan. He said there's no need for me to fight. Just like he said there's no need for me to ever get married or leave home. I feel like that's a discussion for another day. Bro, there might not be another day at this point. Okay, but let's put Ima and his plan aside for now. What do you want to do? Me? She's probably never had the chance to think or make decisions for herself. Really? Was it really that hard of a question? I don't really know. My dear brother usually handles all the big decisions. It's no different now. I have no choice but to go along with what he says. Alright. I guess that's that, then. Thank you for coming. Alright, doesn't look like we got anyone. Kako bowed uncertainly and closed the door, being careful to avoid making eye contact the whole time.
Hey!
That's about what I expected. I can't imagine a timid girl like that ever going out on the battlefield. I've talked to all three of the remaining non-fighters, but it hasn't done any good. I've done what I can now. I guess I'll just go back to my room. We get a little bit of last-minute free time. I had a feeling it would turn out this way, but I'm still not happy about it. If those three really are kicked out tomorrow, what will happen to them then? Isn't there anything I can do? Alright, someone's here. I wonder if that could be. Has one of them changed their mind after all? No, it's probably like Darumi. Actually, I could see being Eito. Hope fluttered in my chest as I went to the door, but when I opened it... Yeah, it's Eito. Hello, Takumi. May I have a moment of your time? Oh, hey, Eito. What's up? I wanted to discuss something with you. You know, about Hiruko. What about her? You remember what I told you in the cafeteria this morning? Something Hiruko said back then bothered me. I've been thinking about it, and I'm sure now that it's important. Alright, what you got? So what did you say that was so strange? I thought you said it was probably nothing. That was just an excuse. I thought it would be better if we didn't discuss it in front of everyone. What do you mean? I'm almost certain Hiruko is hiding something from us. If I'd pressed the matter, we would have gotten into a big argument. Things are strained enough right now as it is. I didn't want to risk escalating them further. I guess that makes sense. What is it that you think she's hiding? I want you to think back to what Hiruko told us before she left, and see if anything stands out. The enemy commanders are far stronger than us. We'll never defeat them if we get too hung up on our own survival. That humanoid invader with the strange transformation was certainly stronger than any other foes we've come up against. But she said commanders, plural, not singular. Huh? We've never fought an invader like that before or since. It's not impossible that there's others like it out there. That's a fair point. Given the bounties and such, I think it's fair to assume there's more enemy commanders, but it's still interesting. She makes it sound like she has fought multiple. We've never fought an invader like that before or since. It's not impossible that there's others like it out there. But Hiruko spoke about there being more as if it was a sure thing. Now that you mention it, that is kind of weird. Bear in mind, what I'm about to say is just my own conjecture. But it seems to me that Hiruko views this war differently from the rest of us. Almost like she knows something we don't. Yeah, I kind of agree. She's talked about fighting them before in, like, the Tokyo residential complex. I don't know if that's completely true. I still almost buy the theory that she's been to this academy before. Or maybe she was, like, in cahoots with Sire, honestly. That wouldn't be out of the question. She did say she's been fighting the invaders a lot longer than we have. But if the people in charge have told her something, or if she's found out something for herself, what could it be? Actually, also, didn't she specifically say that she hadn't fought commanders before? Like, she seemed shocked by the hemoanima. But if the people in charge have told her something, or if she's found out something for herself, what could it be? Only one way to find out. We have to ask her about it ourselves. What, just like that? There's no way she'll tell us the truth that easily. She'll probably brush the whole thing off. Knowing what she knows will allow us all to make more informed decisions. It makes sense, strategically speaking. If she insists on dodging the issue after that, we can get everyone together and put more pressure on her. We could even make her step down as leader. What? If Hiruko's no longer in charge, she won't have any authority to make the others leave. It's not like we voted her into that position to begin with anyway. You're basically suggesting we stage a mutiny. Isn't that a step too far? I don't think it will come to that. Hiruko won't let anything happen that might jeopardize our chances of beating the invaders. Yeah, that's true. I don't know what this information she's hiding is, but if it can help give us a better perspective on the war, we ought to know about it. It might even make the last 3 non-fighters change their minds. That's a chance worth betting on, don't you think? I guess. You see, it's in everyone's best interest for Hiruko to share what she knows with us. The thing is, though, she scares me. I'm not great at talking to people anyway, and I don't think I can make my case very well. I always feel better around you, Takumi, and you have quite a way with words, so... so that's what this is all about. Alright, I'll go with you to try and get the truth out of Hiruko. Thank you. I think it's best if we talk in private, just the 3 of us, before involving anyone else. I believe Hiruko is in the leisure lounge on the 3rd floor, alone. Would you mind coming along with me right now? Sure, no problem. Let's go talk to her. Thank you, Takumi. Alright. This could be big. I should arguably have stopped the episode by now, but I'm not going to, so... Oh. Is Hiruko really hiding something? I can only hope she'll be honest with us. If she refuses, things could get complicated. Well, I'm sure it'll work out somehow. Kako is out and about. Let's see if she's got anything to say. Hi, Kako. I don't see you on your own very often. My dear brother said he needed time to get his master plan ready. He shut himself in his room and doesn't want to be disturbed. What is his plan anyway? Did he tell you anything about it? No, not a thing. He always handles important stuff by himself. I see. If there's nothing else, I'll get back to my walk now. Excuse me. So even she doesn't know the plan. It's not shocking. I really don't like Ima. The way he treats his sister is messed up. Like, hides everything from her, makes all her decisions, very controlling. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Eita said Hiruko was in the leisure lounge. What could she be doing here all on her own? Look, Takumi, over there. Eita pointed to the pool. From where we were standing, we could make out a shadow moving in the water. As we got closer, whatever it was came to the surface, sending a spray of water across the edge of the pool. Sitting there was, of course...
Your peeping technique leaves a lot to be desired.
It's not like that. We're just here to have a very important talk while you're in a swimsuit.
What? We weren't peeping! That's right! We wouldn't! That's to say, we didn't!
Why are you both acting so flustered? Does my body really unsettle you that much?
Apparently it does.
It's not that, it's just...
Get to the point. I know you didn't walk in here by accident. You knew I'd be here, so you must be here to see me. Out with it. What do you want?
I don't know, you could have just, like, yelled for Hiruko and avoided this in the first place.
We have something very important we want to discuss with you.
Very important, you say? All right. Wait here while I go get changed.
Was this the only CG of the episode? I'm not using this as a thumbnail, bro. There's no way. We watched Hiruko make her way towards the locker room, the silence broken only by the echo of her wet footsteps. Half an hour later. Half an hour?! Thank you for waiting. Now let's hear this very important matter of yours. My time is precious. Feel free to skip the preamble. Okay, well, there's no easy way to do this. I've just got to go for the direct approach. I'm talking to Eito first. Let's hear what Hiruko has to say. Probably got nothing. This is a great place for a leisurely lounge with a tropical mocktail in hand. Just kidding. No one's going to use this to host a Last Defense Academy radio show or something. I'd like to hear them play some music. I dropped a barbell in the pool one time. Retrieving it was a real ordeal. Oh, tragic. Alright, Hiruko, let's do this. Alright, I'm going to come right out and ask. Hiruko, do you know something about this war? Something the rest of us don't? What makes you think that? And so suddenly, too. We figured out from some of the stuff you've said and done. Plus, if we assume you have information that we don't, it actually explains a lot. Your cold, practical attitude, for one, and your dedication to winning at any cost. Is it true? Do you know the truth about this war, about Last Defense Academy? Yeah, what if she heard it and then, like, diced up Sirei? It's not that we consider you an unfit leader or anything, Hiruko. Now that Sirei's gone, there's no doubt you're the best person for the job. But I can't follow someone who insists on keeping us in the dark like this. And I'm sure everyone else would feel the same if they knew. Is that a threat? Are you planning to go behind my back and turn everyone against me? Believe me, I'd rather not have to. Fighting among ourselves could tear this unit apart. If that happens, we'll be in no condition to fight the invaders anymore. Bro's kind of playing this masterfully. Bro playing it up like I could cause a problem that could make us weak to the invaders, you know? Or you could just tell us.
Hey!
We're not trying to start a confrontation here. We're still on your side. We just want to know the truth. Everyone's so confused about what we're doing here and how we got caught up in it. Once we know the truth, it'll be a lot easier for us to focus on doing whatever it takes to win the war and go home. So please, if you know anything that might help explain all of this, I think we have a right to hear it. You've really got me up against the wall here. I can hardly shrug this off with an I don't know anything now, can I? I'm impressed. I didn't think you had it in you to grill me this mercilessly. But we didn't mean to grill you exactly. You've asked me if I know something about this war. If I have to answer, then yes, I do have certain information that you may find relevant. You do? Really? What is it? Is it about what's in the defense room? Or how they chose who to send here? Hold on. Can we go and get the others first? I want everyone to hear this all at once. It'll be better for our morale that way. Alright. The nighttime announcement's happening, though.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay.
You think we might hear it tomorrow?
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can.
That might be where they go with this.
Well then, good night.
The nighttime announcement. I didn't realize how late it was. We'd be up all night if we tried to call a meeting now. Maybe we should pick this up again tomorrow morning. Is that alright with you, Hiruko? I'll tell everyone to meet up in the cafeteria like we did before. Very well, you're right. It's best that everyone hears this firsthand. And you're not going to go back on this. You haven't left me with much choice. Besides, I haven't been hiding this information because it reflects badly on me or anything like that. I just thought it might be better to spare you from such a harrowing truth. Harrowing? It's that bad? You should tell everyone that was your reason for hiding it, too. Trust us, whatever this truth might be, I'm confident we can handle it. We've made it this far, and most of us have made up our minds to put our lives on the line. Our resolve won't be shaken so easily. You say that. I have a feeling... I feel like this is going to be bad. Alright, I'll trust you. Just be aware that it's a long story, and you may not like what you hear. The fact that I've kept this secret from you for this long should give you an idea of how bad it is. Yes, I'll tell everyone to prepare themselves for the worst. I really never thought it would turn out like this. But it's a relief that I'll finally get it off my chest. I'm going to sleep well tonight. A beat later, Hiruko was already halfway to the door. Before she could leave, I called after her. Wait, can I ask you one last thing? What is it? Were you serious about the deadline tomorrow? Were you really going to force the non-fighters to leave? You've said time and again that you didn't care if they died. Did you mean that? The way you talked about protecting us from the truth right now, I'm finding it hard to believe that you're really that heartless. My primary goal here is to win the war. There's nothing I won't do for the sake of victory. But it's not enough for us to defeat the invaders. All of us have to survive as well. That's what victory means to me. Okay, so she's kind of bluffing, I think. Despite those words, Hiruko clearly didn't intend to loosen up anytime soon. She continued on her way, her back to us the whole time. Hiruko. She's not so bad after all, just a little clumsy when it comes to expressing her feelings. She might think that's the best way to get things going, right? Like, if everyone has to survive, right, everyone probably has to fight, you know? Eito and I didn't stick around for long after that. We done all we came to do, and it was getting late. We went back to our own rooms. Alright. I'm glad we figured things out, but what about this harrowing truth Hiruko mentioned? Whatever it is, it's made her obsessed with winning this war, but it's also something she thought we'd be happier not knowing about. What could be that terrible? What is this big secret? No use thinking about it now. By this time tomorrow, she'll have told us everything. I'd better go to bed so I can be fresh for the meeting in the morning. Okay, that's where we're going to leave this off. And so ended my 15th day at the last Defense Academy. The 16th day would bring a development none of us were expecting, one that would have a considerable effect on our war effort going forward. Okay. And they're saying this is basically the perfect point to cut this off. We do a little bit of a cliffhanger. Oh, no, nope. Oh, crap. Alright, I guess I should have ended it before that. We're just... I can't pretend I don't see this line, but we're gonna stop it here. I've checked all around this side of the wall of fire. There's no sign of her anywhere. So right as she comes to tell us, right as she prepares to tell us the truth, Hiruko goes missing. I have a feeling we're gonna find her in a garbage can. I'm just saying. Okay, so... I hate leaving it off here, but this episode is already, like, 2.5 hours, I believe. I think that's how much footage I have. I'm like, no way I can keep it going, because this is probably going to be a big story beat. Oh, I don't want to leave it here, though. I really don't. I really, really don't. This sucks. I do not want to leave it here. No, I don't even care. Screw it. We're going on. I do not care. This playthrough's flopping already anyways. I'm mainly doing this for myself. If I want to keep playing, I'm going to keep playing. And I want to keep playing. I've checked all around the side of the wall of fire. There's no sign of her anywhere. She's not in her room either. I've looked in a bunch of classrooms, but she's not in any of them. Sorry for being so useless. I don't understand this. Damn it! Where the hell is she? Right as we were set to get information, she goes missing again. There's something afoot here. Hiruko had disappeared. Today was supposed to be the day she told us about what she had been hiding, but when we got to the cafeteria that morning, Hiruko wasn't there. We waited long enough that we started to get worried. A few of us rang the doorbell outside her room, but there was no answer. That's when we knew something wasn't right. We decided to split up and search the school for her. Oh, man. We scoured every inch of the academy, but failed to find any clue as to her whereabouts. Go check for an extinguisher, right now. Looks like we were outside already. After that, we tried looking outside. We followed the wall of fire all the way around, but still didn't find anything. Hiruko was gone, vanished without a trace. Where'd you go, mistress? It's safe to say she isn't anywhere on school grounds. That just leaves one explanation. She must have gone outside the wall. No, that's not possible. I mean... Both fire extinguishers are still in the entrance hall. She couldn't have got out without using one of them. Yeah, that makes sense logically. Then where is she? Why'd she pick now to pull a disappearing act? You guys said Hiruko was hiding something from us, right? Some kind of secret about the war? Isn't it weird that she went missing right before she could tell us? It's the same as what happened with Sirei. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You mean we're gonna find her chopped up and stuffed in a trash can somewhere? Don't say that. You're gonna make me... If Miss Shizuharu is gone, that means her fight or leave ultimatum no longer applies, right? Don't... Ima, did you... Ima... Did Ima kill her? I'm being for real. Did Ima kill her? Was that his plan? I mean, nobody's going to test us while all this is going on. The rest of you don't even know what the test is going to be, right? Right? Shut the hell up, man. Why are you acting so happy? Wait a minute. Ima, didn't you say you had a plan to get out of fighting or having to leave? What's the matter? You don't think I had something to do with this, do you? Have a little faith, Mr. Sumino. I'm sad to say, my secret plan was a total bust. Miss Shizuhara disappeared before I had a chance to spring it on her. Maybe this is redundant at this point, but just what was your plan? I was gonna seduce her. Didn't I mention I'm a master in the art of love? You're lying. Excuse me? Back in the complex, I'm pretty well known in certain circles, practically a celebrity. The financial aid of my many kind friends is what allowed me to put food on the table for me and my dear sister when times got tough. Of his many simps. I'm sorry, everyone. I know my dear brother's aura makes him seem pure and chaste, but... So, you were gonna put the moves on Hiruko and get her to let you off the hook that way? Exactly. It would have been the perfect plan, one only I could have pulled off. There are so many problems with that. I don't know where to start. We've got more important things to worry about right now. We didn't do anything to Hiruko, then where is she? If the school got attacked now, we'd really be in trouble. Hey, yeah, we've got no Sirei, no Hiruko. It'd be a total crap fest. Let's not try to get sidetracked with worst-case scenarios. Maybe we should search the school again.
Hey!
Yeah, that's the only thing we can do right now. We wandered around the academy looking for Hiruko for the rest of the day. By the time the sun went down, we'd made no progress whatsoever. We were starting to get desperate.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can.
What are the odds we see that apparition again tonight?
Well then, good night.
What are the odds? I feel like they're never zero. Or are we gonna go exploring? This is terrible. It felt like we'd finally reached an understanding with Hiruko, and now she's gone. She couldn't have just disappeared. She has to be around here somewhere. The fire extinguishers haven't been used, so we know she hasn't gone outside the wall. She's still on school grounds. She has to be. Let's look around one more time. She does not have to be on school grounds. Somebody could have used an extinguisher and come back. Wait, Takumi. It's late. It's getting dark. What better chance of finding something in the morning? It's important we take time to rest, too. If there's some other crisis after this, the last thing we need is to be sleep-deprived during it. He's right. We can't spend all night searching and risk the next attack taking us by surprise. We need to conserve our stamina so we'll be ready to fight when the time comes.
Hey!
Alright, you win. Let's call it a day. Who knows, maybe tomorrow Hiruko will come back like nothing ever happened and she'll explain everything. Anything's possible, I guess. I'll let everyone know we're done for today. You can go on back to your room. Sleep well. I'll see you in the morning. Yeah, it's not going to be that simple. She'll be back tomorrow, like nothing ever happened. Even as I said it, I knew the chances of such a miracle were practically zero. I slept fitfully that night, too uneasy to really relax. Anytime things started to go our way here, things were quashed. Those hopes were quashed almost immediately. Was that just the kind of place Last Defense Academy was? Alright, we'll probably save and stop for real this time. I lied. I know I can't stop here. I feel like we gotta... As soon as we were all up, we resumed the search for Hiruko. We started with the school interior. Nothing. She has to be outside the school. Then we split into groups and checked outside. Everywhere we could reach, right up to the wall of fire. Still nothing. Like, I think she's gotta be outside the wall of fire. It was obvious now that Hiruko wasn't going to just show up out of nowhere. She disappeared, utterly and completely. The whole day already? Another day, and we didn't find anything. This is bullshit, man. People don't just blip out of existence like this. We've been as thorough as we can, but there's still no sign of her. Does this mean she really did go outside the wall? What about the fire extinguishers, though? You can't get out without using one of them, right? Yeah, I'm sure of that much. And where could she be? Maybe she got kicked from the server. She might have lost her connection because of sunspots or something. Can I say something? Listen up, everyone. My darling sister is about to grace us with her words of wisdom. You can do it, sister dearest. I think I spotted an inconsistency in your logic just now. Something that doesn't quite add up. The fact that someone could have just taken one and left and come back. We'll see. Does anyone else have anything to say? I'm sorry I wasn't able to find Hiruko. If there was an official scale for usefulness, I'd be right at the bottom. She's not on school grounds, but there's no evidence of her crossing through the wall. Where could she be? Where could Hiruko have gone? Damn that Hiruko. Where'd she up and disappear to all of a sudden? Don't leave me, Mistress Hiruko. First Zire, now Hiruko. If the invaders attack now, we're gonna be royally screwed. My dear sister has something to say. Everyone keep quiet and give her your full attention. Alright, what you got, Kako? I feel like she's gonna point out the same thing that I pointed out. What's this inconsistency you spotted, Kako? It could be nothing, but what if using the fire extinguisher isn't the only way to get past the undying flames? I mean, that's possible too. It's also possible someone used it and brought it back. Huh? Hiruko was keeping secrets, right? She knew things that we don't. What if that included a way out of the school that none of us have noticed yet? A way out? If that was a game once. Good game, by the way. It's like back in the complex. You end up finding shortcuts and stuff in your neighborhood as you grow up and get to know it better. That's right. None of us even considered that possibility. You're a genius, sister dearest. If only we'd gotten to know Miss Shizuharu better, she might have agreed to smuggle us out with her. So she left and went back to the TRC on her own? Hey, moron, this is Hiruko we're talking about. She was more serious about beating the invaders than any of us. That could have been an act for all we know. This is the only explanation that covers all the facts. Actually, I thought of something else that might explain it. Oh, really? Alright, same lines. I think you should ask Kako to tell us more. Whatever she says is bound to have more value than anything I can come up with. Let's listen to what Kako has to say. Is everyone just gonna say that? A secret way out. Is that possible? Hiruko ran off and left us on our own? I ain't buying it. She was more serious about beating the invaders than any of us. Don't leave me, Mistress Hiruko. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. This whole bit, kinda weird. Could she really have gone home on her own? If she did, that's totally unfair. What? Pay attention to my dear sister. Alright. Oh, I was trying to click on her that time, bro. Relax. What's the other explanation you thought of, Kako? There's a difference between this disappearance and the last one. Hiruko was one of us. She couldn't detonate the bombs inside us like Sire could. Oh, I see. So any one of us could be the culprit here. Huh? If one of us killed her, carried the body outside the wall of fire, then came back after disposing of it, that would account for there still being 2 fire extinguishers here, wouldn't it? That's what I've been saying. What? Since the corpse recovery drones don't work outside school grounds, they wouldn't have detected her death or brought her back to revive her. And it would be like Miss Shizuharu had vanished into thin air. Outstanding, sister dearest. You've thought of everything. Wait a minute. You really think Hiruko was murdered? By one of us? Who was it? Which one of you killed her? Whoa, don't look at me. We don't even know for sure if that's what happened. No, it's the only explanation that makes sense. Mistress Hiruko would never run off and abandon us, and she wouldn't let any second-rate invaders do her in either. But she'd let her guard down around one of us. That'd be all the killer would need to get the jump on her. Don't talk like that, Darumi. We're not murderers. None of us would turn on a friend. Well, not everyone considered her a friend. Are you sure about that? We've only known each other for a couple of weeks. You don't know what everyone's capable of. Maybe, but still. My beloved Mistress Hiruko has been taken away from me, and in such a cruel way, too. I need to honor her memory by enjoying this paranoia-filled atmosphere to the max. That's your takeaway from all this? Please, it was only a theory. There's no firm evidence to support it. Right. Oh. Unlucky. Sorry, got a text. Right. Just a theory. Just one possibility. You explained yourself really well, though, Kako. I think this is the most we've heard you talk since we got here. This is her field of interest, after all. She love, like, murder mysteries or something?
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can.
What if this is like an Among Us play where Kako did it and doesn't want to tell us? I mean, I feel like the prime suspect's got to be Ima, but like if it was one of us.
Well then, good night.
There goes the nighttime announcement. Another day is coming to an end. Both those theories mean Hiruko could have left school grounds. Looking outside the wall is starting to sound like a lot better idea, don't you think? Let's save that for tomorrow. We're not likely to find anything in the dark. But if she really did have a secret way out, she's probably miles away by now. Nah, we'll find her. Pieces of her, anyway. Hey, you think we can shove the parts in the Revive-O-Matic? Maybe it'll still work, even if they're a little rotten. No, the manual was clear about that. It has to be used immediately after death, a few minutes at most. That won't matter if Hiruko's still alive, and I sincerely believe that she is. I don't think discussing things any further will help us at this point. Let's take a break and get some sleep. Tomorrow we'll come up with a plan and take action. Right, that's probably the best approach. The group dispersed, and all of us exhausted and demoralized from another day of fruitless searching. We made our way back to our rooms in heavy, sullen silence. As tired as I felt, I found it hard to sleep that night. I just couldn't switch off. Where was Hiruko? How and why did she disappear so completely? We'd gone over a couple of possibilities today, but I wasn't willing to believe either of them yet. Hiruko running away, one of us killing her. Each sounded just as impossible as the other. My primary goal here is to win the war. There's nothing I won't do for the sake of victory. But it's not enough for us to defeat the invaders. All of us have to survive as well. That's what victory means to me. No. Like, yeah, I don't think she was lying then. So why would she leave us so suddenly? I don't think she would. I didn't come up with any answers that night, but I did eventually drift off. Sleep gave me no relief. Thoughts of Hiruko and what might have happened to her haunted my dreams. It went on and on like that for a while. Time seemed to lose all meaning. I could have slept several hours or only a few minutes. Are you going to walk out and see the apparition again? All of a sudden, my eyes flickered open. My body felt hot. Something was wrong. I glanced around, trying to get my bearings. It couldn't be morning already. It was still dark out. Then I caught sight of something in the corner of my eye that had me springing to my feet. The apparition in the room now? It is.
What the?
Yep, we back. Is that like us, but like a different, like parallel version of us? That's what I'm really wondering. Bro, you can't tell me it doesn't look like bro has a Sharingan and a Rinnegan, though. It's back.
You! What are you doing here?
I could barely speak. Fear and confusion were making my throat seize up.
Who are you? What are you? Why are you in my room?
It's trying to speak again, but I still can't make anything out. It's just the same as last time. What is this thing?
Are you an invader? Why do you keep attacking the school? What do you want from us? I know there's something here, but what is it?
Bro, try asking it.
I can't hear you. At least talk in a way I can understand.
Maybe nod your head, shake it, yes or no questions. This is getting me nowhere.
Did you do something to Hiruko? Wait, no, not just her. What happened to Sire? Was that you too? What did you...
Oh, Lord.
Hey!
Is he like a harbinger of doom? Is he trying to warn us of an attack? He's gone. More importantly, is that the alarm?
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense
Bro, I
mode
can't
initiated.
just stop
All
playing.
available troops
I need
prepare
to
for
stop
battle
playing.
immediately.
I can't bring myself to stop playing. I was right. The invaders are back. So that apparition might be like some kind of omen. I don't know. I need to check. The last time it showed up, Sire went missing the next day. But did we have a... No, we didn't fight for several days after that, so I don't think it was that. Damn it. Not only do we have to fight them at night, we have to do it without Hiruko too. No. My goat. Was this part of their plan? Did they get rid of her so they could attack while we're confused and disorganized? No time to think about that now. I'm gonna get to the war room and get ready to fight. Alright, let's get moving. Oh, Lord. Anybody out and about? Yeah, Shoma's out. Where's Shoma at? God dang it, he's this way. That alarm means the invaders are coming, right? They're gonna be here soon. I'm so sorry. I'm so scared. I can't move an inch. Yeah, I know. You're a bum. Okay, right now you're a bum. Maybe one day you won't be a bum. But right now, you're a bum. Respectfully. Not like he would disagree with me anyways. Oh my goodness. Bro, where is Darumi? It's about time we got to break free from our everyday existence and go on another killing spree. Okay, Darumi. Most normal Darumi moment. Takumi, it's an attack. We've got a fresh batch of invaders to deal with. I know. Right when I thought I was finally gonna get some sleep, too. Bastards could have held off till morning. Is it just the four of us, though? What about Gaku and Tsubasa? I don't think they're coming. I did knock on their doors, just in case. But Gaku didn't answer, and all I could hear from Tsubasa's room was a lot of dry retching. What a bunch of party poopers. They should just embrace the bloodlust already. We'll just have to make do with what we've got. I guess so. I wish Hiruko was here, though. Wish all you want. It won't change a thing. We're still plenty strong even without her. Oh, they're taking my Yagen away. No! Yeah, what's the worst that can happen? Apart from all of us dying horribly, I mean. I won't let that happen. I can't die here. I made a promise. Flashback.
Don't be so modest. You can do it if you try, Taki.
Bro,
I guarantee it.
I knew this would be a flashback. That was the most obvious flashback I have ever seen. Like, even in the moment, I knew that was going to be flashbacked. Like, they were going to flash back to that. That's right. I'm going to survive and make it back to the complex. Back to Karua. So I can't die here. Let's do this. Let's protect our school. We'll kill the enemy and make it through this alive. Takumi. Now you're talking. This is going to be a total bloodbath. I'm going to get so much XP. Right, of course. This is the only way to keep everyone safe. Let's do this. The fear hasn't gone away. I don't think it ever will. But if I let it get to me, I won't be able to save anyone. I'll do whatever it takes, even if it means fighting, even if it means killing.
Come on, guys. Let's get this defensive battle underway.
New commander. Hey, we're gonna get to see Ato's like scream animation, like when he uses the infuser. That's cool. I feel like someone's gonna show up to help during this fight. At least one of Gaku or Tsubasa. Could you imagine if it's actually a complete wild card like Kako? That'd be funny. That would be funny. Oh, you look different. Commander's already out. Is this a two-front battle? We're gonna need both of them. Yeah, we're gonna need both of you. Oh, hell nah. Okay, this is an interesting shakeup.
These guys are a cut above the rest for sure.
Do you think they're
Maps.
commanders? If they are, then what Hiruko said was true. There's more than one of them in the invader army.
Yeah. No shit.
And now we've got to deal with two of them right off the bat.
We're so dead! This is gonna be fun!
Beat all bosses, all can't have the allies be annihilated or the generators destroyed. About what we expected. Of course.
I'm ready whenever.
We can kind of do this. So actually, here's my question. We gotta like... Oh man, we do. Okay, thank God there's a quick select. Oh man. Is it like... Oh, that's... a little toxic. Oh, they only have 6 HP?
Let's
That's
do
manageable.
this.
That's really manageable.
All ready when you are.
Like, we could swing there 3 times. This doesn't even give us a move. So I think we need to go here and continue farming out voltage.
Here we go!
That's gonna hit them, and then we can clean both of them up with one attack.
Yes, leave it to me. All well and good. We better get moving.
Armor was piss useless there. Awesome. I love that. So we can try to get some enemies out of the way. Get 11% voltage. Do we have enough to get like a big attack? I really want to like try to kill these, but I kind of can't right now.
Fine.
Like, this seems like the best move, having her clean those up. And then it's going to let him walk forward here, swing at this thing twice. That uses most of our moves, unfortunately. How much do we build off of this? 11? So that build is 33%. That doesn't get us enough. We could just triple swing here, right? Kill this. Do like this or something. I don't know. And then no, we can't do that. No, I lied. So I was gonna say, and then we use like an ultimate, but we can't. No, we can't do that. Crap. We wouldn't have any AP left. We would need to be able to kill one more of these. I don't think it was right to go the way that we did. Let's try to... I want to reset this. Let me reset this. I think we needed to go the other way, down at the bottom. Although, did I killed 2 in the first place, actually, right? I thought I did, now that I think about it. So this might have been a waste of my time. Whoops. I think it was. Because I'm almost positive I killed 2 of them. And that was symmetrical over there. Yeah, it was.
Damn! These guys...
Do you think they're if they are? Now we've got to deal with 2 of them.
We're...
Let's maybe just focus on one side first.
It's
Like maybe just like lock in on this side. No, that won't work. I mean, it's basically got to be this. Can you even reach that far?
I'm ready whenever.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's the same either way, really.
Let's do it to it! Stab! Seriously depressing.
I guess maybe I should have tried to keep upgrading their moves. Still feel like this makes sense. I feel like we're basically just putting ourselves in the exact same spot that we were in.
We better get moving.
Fine.
Yeah, I mean, like, this doesn't really change anything, honestly.
I've got this.
Like, I can still just do this twice. And the thing is, this was net even in terms of how much I get from it. So, there's not really a huge difference here.
Ready when you
I don't know
are.
if I needed to just lock in on more upgrades or what, but... like, I could just slice here 3 times, kill this. Although, honestly, I feel like it makes more sense to kill on this side, because that side has Takamaru, who has bulk. Whereas this side is not very bulky.
Yes, leave it to me.
I think it makes sense to keep giving him actions.
I'm ready whenever.
You got attack from that, which is... Oh, that's so nice if we could get him over just a little further. We just keep buying turns here. Like,
We better get moving.
it's really annoying that we can't, like, we can't kill this thing and then get over there and kill both of them. Like, we could swing defensive stance and then go kill both of them because we're literally one-tapping them. Although if we're gonna do that, honestly, let's see if we can just defensive stance.
Let's fortify our lines.
Maybe we get failed and get more attack.
I'm ready whenever. Here we go. All well and good. I guess it's my turn.
I guess I didn't really consider the fact that we'd be fatigued after that, so that was not a great plan, but he broke the fatigue
Allow me to
because
trim
he's
down
in.
their numbers.
That is a very convenient ability,
ready
I
whenever.
must say.
Here we go.
What? Did we only have to kill one of them?
So did we win? Or what?
Something feels off, though. It wasn't like this when we beat the last one.
Yeah. You didn't execute them. They're clearly not done yet. Don't tell me they just healed each other, bro.
No way! It came back from the dead? I thought we were the only ones who could do that!
Okay, so what does that mean for
What's
us?
going on? Looks like these two come as a set. Anytime we defeat one of them, the other revives it.
The hell? How are we supposed to win this then?
If we can beat one of them, then finish off its partner before it has a chance to use that revival technique, that should do the trick.
What a drag!
If that's what it takes, that's what we'll have to do. Unless anyone else has a better idea.
Incoming invader
That's
detected
unfortunate.
at 12 o'clock.
What?
Readings indicate target is an S-class fighter. It is currently approaching the school at a high speed.
Oh, what class fighter? They got classes? And we still got these commanders. Oh my. Yeah, I mean we need them now, right? To defend that last front.
Now
Surely
there's
they're gonna
3 of
help.
them.
Like that's got to be what this is setting up.
We barely managed to cope with 2.
You have gotta be shitting me! We don't have enough fighters to handle all of them!
All right, come on. This is Tsubasa and Gaku's entrance, right? Yeah, it is. That's Tsubasa for sure. That's her. She's in the whip, bro. That's kind of hard.
Hey everyone! Sorry I'm late.
Ah, seriously? A night battle? This totally stinks.
Nah, night battles go hard, bro.
But
Relax.
we're dead if we lose here, right? And not just us. Everyone back in the TRC will be next on their list.
Bro, I feel like I made his voice a lot
If
cringier
this is
than
what
it
it
actually
takes to
is.
stop that, then I'll fight
What
too!
the hell? He got a minigun? Bro, might be him.
Tsubasa! Gaku!
I made him
You
sound
came
like
after
so
all.
lame. I do feel a little bad, but that's kind of what he sounded like in his intro, so I rolled with it because it was unique.
Well, you didn't leave us much choice. I was kinda hoping you'd be fine to win this without me. If I don't step in now, though, we're all gonna be royally screwed.
I'm so dizzy. I've already thrown up a bunch of times, and it feels like I'm not even connected to my body anymore. but I've decided to give this my best shot.
All right.
I'll do whatever I can to help out.
Hey, we're taking what we can get here.
Thanks, guys. I'll leave the enemies over there to you then.
All right. Here goes nothing.
I've never even used this. You got him
Anyway,
holding a whole
we got
front.
those revival machines or whatever up and running, right? If they do kill us, I'll come back and really let them have it.
What's the matter, Ato?
Uh-oh.
I'm a little overwhelmed. Seeing these two in their class armor ready to fight.
Oh,
But I'll be
it's
okay.
gonna be. Oh, it's not like
Now that
physical
they're here,
pain.
I'm not afraid anymore.
Okay.
I don't know how to explain it, but all my fatigue from before is gone. It's amazing how much difference it makes having friends by your side.
Bro stays corny.
So long as we keep trusting and supporting each other, I'm sure we'll be able to blaze our way to a brighter future.
Bro thinks he's the main character.
Let's turn this battle around and show them what we can do together.
Bro literally thinks he's the main character of like a shonen. Just... All right, let's see what attacks they've got. User's immune to fatigue. Oh, that's kind of
Locked and
cool.
loaded.
Support fighter specializing in mobility and movement options. Special skill, special mechanic prevents fatigue regardless of how many actions she takes. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Fire an attack at an enemy in front, inflicts -1 attack on target. Okay, that's interesting. Buffs an ally's movement. Heals fatigue and adds move plus 10 to all allies in range. What the hell? That is cool.
Leave it
But
to me.
her damage situation is kind of garbage, huh? That's fine. Ooh, attack +1 when voltage is at 100% or more. That's very easy to control.
Prepped and ready.
Mid-range attacker specializes in taking on many enemies at once. Automatically gains +1 attack when the voltage meter is at 100% or more from his special skill, Special Vibes. Okay. After selecting a skill, you can select a green space to move your character to before attacking. This means you can select your target after moving. The green space to move to move your character before attacking. Right. I mean, that was kind of obvious, yeah? It's not just me. You can kind of gun down this group, though. In 2 shots as well, he'll be able to clear that thing. So it's a good thing we got the voltage at 100%. So you can clear this thing out pretty quick. I assume all 3 of them need to go at the same time. I'm guessing he did not keep his attack buff. No, that would have been a little too convenient.
It's killing game time.
Like, genuinely.
I'm ready whenever.
You go here, okay, that's good. I like that. I like that set.
Just
So we're just trying to like get everything low, right?
Let it loose. Let me handle it. Bang, bang, bang! You saw that, right?
Yes, Gaku, I saw that. Alright, and now we want to get back over here.
Say when. Let's do this.
Alright, so...
All right.
Can we kill all of them? No, we haven't even swung here. We haven't even taken any of our actions here. Right. Yeah, we're not gonna have... We're gonna be just short on actions.
Leave it to
I
me.
think.
Got it.
Right.
Nice.
We could... No, wait. We should be able to voltage into another one. So we can go to Gaku, right? Because we
I'll
absolutely
show you
have to
what's
attack
up.
with him first. Then we... Oh, he makes like no voltage. We need someone who...
Say
We'll
when.
be able to farm that last little bit, right? Yeah, we can. That's exactly enough. 5, 8, you know, that's 13. Yeah, okay, so we're fine, actually. We won't turn this.
Just watch
Let's go
me.
here, shoot this dude up. Can we, like... Yeah, might as well get a few more enemies in the crossfire. Oh, getting a few more enemies in, increase the amount that we got from that anyway. Alright, so now we need to...
Let's go. Harder.
Alright.
Say when.
Might as well get another enemy in there if we can.
that!
That was enough, right? I didn't look again. Yeah, okay.
I'm ready whenever.
All right.
This feels incredible.
Here we go.
Yes, leave it to me. You're
There
in
we
the
go.
way.
Okay. Gaku's got some real nice crowd control. I definitely will say that. Tsubasa has some really nice support. Not that it was particularly useful here. She seems a lot more niche. Is it going to be one big one now? I can't say... My bad, bro.
Confused? What's next? A giant mech?
Actually, I think that's this commander's true form.
Yeah.
So then, if we take it out, this will be over.
Hey, Tsubasa, that class weapon of yours is freaking sweet. It's like some kind of tricked out car or something.
Bro, low-key simping, but nah, now's not the time. It is pretty sweet, but now's probably not the time to be geeking over that.
Thanks. The first time I used it, it was a total disaster. I spewed all over the interior.
That's the least shocking thing I've ever heard.
But this time, I've got the sick bag and tinted windows so I can fight with total peace of mind.
Oh, that's great.
No matter how strong the enemy we're facing is, I won't be afraid anymore. Knowing you all have my back gives me limitless courage. I feel like I could take on
Bro.
the whole world right now.
Bro is so corny.
When we fight side by side, we become more than the sum of our parts. We're more than just a scattered group of fighters. We're a team. Let's do this, everyone. With our powers combined, there's nothing we can't do.
Sheesh. I got embarrassed just standing here listening to you say all that.
Yo. Gaku's like, what did he just say? Alright. Let's whoop this thing. Alright. They have to do it, though. Oh. Okay. Gaku does not do shit for damage. Oh my god. Yikes. This is definitely not a one turn. We gotta clear some enemies, I think.
I'm ready whenever.
Maybe just double up on this. I mean, that's a nice shape for Darumi.
It's killing game time!
We can just do that. Maybe not right now. We want to double up on this. Like, I think we want to clear farm voltage, and oh, we can just run over there. But we still need to defend these. But we do probably want to run over there where we can.
Locked and loaded!
Okay, so we can grab a group of them to come and help. Is that... Okay, wow, she has a ton of range on that. So in a situation like this, it is very... Okay, well, I think you're basically intended to use it on this group right here. But we can cure fatigue first, so actually no reason to not start with these two moves, right? Just clearing these out.
Take this! Let's do this!
Let me double check
I'm
that she
taking
can
the wheel.
reach. Not deadlights. Accelerate. Yeah, and she can still hit both of them.
Say when.
Alright. So do that. Get our actions back. And she cures the fatigue.
I'm good whenever!
So we bought ourselves some time over here. Oh my god, I lied. We can't reach. We could have if I'd moved. No, I lied again. We can't reach. Me when I lied.
I'll protect you!
Save my ass! Let's do this!
Yeah, and that's a ton of movement. We gotta get at least one of them over there, I think.
Say when!
Okay.
I guess it's my turn.
I think it makes sense to just start with this. We want to clear these out. We get our actions back.
I'm ready
No
whenever.
fatigue for him. That could be interesting.
Here we go!
Unfortunately, she cannot quite reach that group, and that is tragic.
Let's do it!
Why are they making it look like she can? You can massively improve the range on that attack. That's why. Oh my god. The range on this is so much higher than I realized. What in the world? I need to figure out how to, like, manually adjust how far away from us it is. Like, there has to be a way. Whoop. Okay, I'm rotating the camera. I cannot figure out what button does it. I feel like there has to be a button that does it, but if there is, I can't figure out what it is, so...
I guess it's my turn.
Alright, we can still clear this out.
Trim down their numbers. We better get moving. You're in the way! All well and good.
A little bit of armor, not really what I was looking for, but could be much worse.
Good to go.
Alright, and we'll just side slash here. I think that was a decent first turn. Look around. I don't think that we need to keep going. I think we just let this one play out. Oh man, they are surrounded now. A little bit of damage. Armor? You're cheating. Stats affect stat drops, decreases to attack and move stats can be removed by taking a defensive stance as well as overwritten by stat boosting effects. Okay. Charge skills. When an enemy uses a charge skill, purple warning spaces will appear before the attack is launched during their turn. You can stop the charge skill from activating by reducing their armor to 0. Okay. So we gotta stun them, basically. Not literal stuns, because they're apparently immune to stuns, which implies this game has stuns, but...
I'll show you what's up.
I think this is probably the spot to go to. We want to get some attacks in with Gaku, I think, while he has, while we're above 100% voltage. Helps us clear out that group.
Let's go.
I think we just do it again, to be honest. Get our turn back. Stun them.
Let's go!
This is free. So we might as well.
Uh-oh! Dead already!
Okay, and now what are they gonna do
Ready when you are!
here? Because they have a bunch of, really... We've got the low attack, like, group over here. They're not going to be able to buy a bunch of extra turns for us. Huh.
Let's do this.
I feel like we simply cannot let this thing reach us. or like reach the generator. So we need to block that. Now it can't do that.
Just watch me.
Can't really put ourselves in a spot, or can't really put ourselves in a spot that lets us actually help over there. I really feel like I need to do something big here. I don't really want to use the Hero Anima attack if I can avoid it.
I'm taking the wheel. Ready when you are.
Can we not move before using that?
I'm taking the wheel.
That is really annoying.
Locked and loaded.
I mean, we could go like here. And, no, we can't even move. We are literally stuck in place. And we cannot hit any of them with this attack. That is annoying. Maybe that's why we can't move, actually, to be fair. But it didn't really seem like it was giving us a menu to move either, so I don't know. Like, if I use this special tag, no, I can't move. I don't think you can move with these, so... Okay. Not in love with that. Like, I really feel like we've got to clear this group out.
Locked and loaded.
Can we ever use
whenever.
The attack boost? Bring her up to 2 and then clear both of these out while clearing out most of the groups? She's immune to fatigue, so it's like actually kind of solid. Like, she can clear out basically the whole group and get 2 actions back, but we lose the voltage. That feels bad. But I think I'm gonna try it. We're gonna try it.
Locked and loaded.
I forgot a core detail here.
Don't try to stop me. Ready when you are. Out of the way. Let's locked and loaded.
I kind of forgot a core detail there. Huh. Whoops.
Take this.
Yeah, we gotta end our turn now. Next turn we can farm up another one. We're gonna do some damage. Oh, Lord. These things are getting messed up, man. Oh, okay. So, bro, we're getting cooked this time. Definitely don't think I played this map very well. I'm not going to restart, though, as long as I can manage to still beat it. Don't tell me that's not going to hit the boss.
We're in serious trouble here.
What's your last resort attack?
Still move. Things aren't looking good.
Yeah, I don't think hers is super
I
useful.
can still go on.
Gaku seems worse. That is just such a weird pattern. I don't really like that.
We better get moving.
I wonder how many more can I get?
Okay. This is bad. I'm not gonna lie.
We're in serious... I can still go on. We're in serious trouble here.
Oh, he's moved down. Oh, he can't move. Oh, that's unfortunate.
I guess it's my turn. Allow me to trim down their numbers. I'm ready whenever. Got it. Nice.
Yeah, I was really hoping
it's my
we'd
turn.
get rid of fatigue there.
We can't keep on like this.
I mean, this is free, so I guess do this. Can't hit anything else, though.
Let's roll! We did! I won't lose!
And do we ever just do this, then use her, like, sacrifice attack? What is the range on that?
I can still... move! Things aren't looking good!
So it kind of has that same range, but then it has a giant area behind it. If we do like this, we get like everything over here. Her dying in the process is probably fine.
Move!
I forgot these cost 0 AP.
This is the only way!
Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Good stuff, Tsubasa. Sayonara. We appreciate your sacrifice.
We better get moving.
Damn.
This just doesn't even show that it's going to do any damage, so I don't want to use it and then find out, oops, it literally was pointless. Because that would be a little awkward. But we're going to do it anyways, I think, actually.
This is bad, right?
Okay, no, it's doing damage. It's doing damage. Alright, yeah, we do this.
Let's do this!
We're just sacrificing everyone out here.
Pretty amazing, huh?
You guys just joined the fight for the first time? Pay with your life.
I guess it's my turn.
Okay, so we have 300% voltage, yeah, so we went from here. It was definitely a little rough getting here. That's a cool attack.
I hope I helped a little.
Oh, right, he's stunned. Alright, how much does your special attack do? Not that much, actually.
Here we
But
go.
we can
I've got
low-key
this.
just
Let's do this.
a little side slash a few times to prep the damage. We still got some actions.
Say when. Gotta push it.
I don't even think that was necessary, but
My turn.
might as well, right? And then next we would
Let's do this.
Crimson Assault, which will use the... Alright, we'll use all that. So we can just, like,
Full throttle.
do this. We're not using voltage. And we're not using our AP.
It's as bad as I thought, huh? I wonder how many more can I get?
I think we can get all of them except one. Alright. Might as well get the killing bonuses.
Drop dead!
Speaking of dropping dead,
Okay, your turn now.
oh no, I used the voltage. That was supposed to be the one that kills you. Well,
Good to go.
that's troublesome. There's really actually, like, no enemies left, so I guess it's fine, to be honest. Just not how that was supposed to go. I guess we're just going to keep taking a little more damage to the generators. What are you doing? Alright, yeah, we fumbled this map hard.
My turn.
Real bad.
Let's do this.
Real bad.
Let's
but
go.
It's okay. Okay, welcome back, guys. Whoops. Well, that map went terribly. We did win.
Yeah. I think so.
So, what do we do with this one?
This one?
Buddy's getting executed.
I see what you mean.
Can't leave it alive or it'll just come after us again.
Guess one of us will have to strike the finishing blow, like Mistress Hiruko did before. It's kind of a lot of effort, though. Who wants to do it?
Who am I gonna give it to?
The finishing blow? You mean kill them?
Not like it's a real person or anything, it's just an invader.
Hey, why can this one use hemoanima anyway? Just how many of the invaders have powers like ours?
These are completely valid questions.
We still don't know. Hiruko might have been able to tell us, but...
We can talk about this later. We gotta hurry or it's gonna revive.
Even if it's our enemy, I don't relish the thought of sucking out its power and leaving it a dried up husk. But I guess somebody's gotta do it.
Yeah. Alright, who am I giving this to? It is going to be a choice, right? Yeah. We got a lineup just ready. Imagine you give it to Tsubasa. I might give it to Eito. It's either him or us. I don't remember what it buffed. I think it was like special damage was one of them. I don't remember what the other thing was to be completely... I think it was voltage gain. I'm gonna give it to him.
Understood. I'll do it.
Maybe that's wrong to give it to Eito, but I don't care.
It's over.
Is this how we look to the invaders? Okay, extermination complete. Yeah, special attack +1, 10% extra voltage gain. Yeah, no, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. It was bad, I know. C. Disgusting. Abominable. Gotta lock in. It's finally over. Honestly, I thought it'd be a lot worse. Yeah, I didn't get as nauseous as I was expecting. I think my class armor helped to settle my stomach or something. Hey, I get to say something. I got something to say to you, too. Takamaru came stomping up and slammed his hand on Gaku's shoulder. I had you all wrong. You were great out there. Oh, thanks? Bro thought he was about to get a fucking beat down. We could have won that battle without... We couldn't have won that battle without you. Your class weapons were so freaking badass. You think so? Yeah, you should let me take yours for a spin sometime, Gaku. I want to pull off one of those cool headshots on you. What? Shoot the enemy, not me. That goes for yours too, Tsubasa. You were drifting around the battlefield like you were in some kind of off-road stunt rally. Really? Thanks. Most people don't know good driving technique when they see it. Let's lay off the high fives and shoulder slaps, though, okay? I probably smell pretty funky right now. We're finally coming together as a team. I'm not sure if my heart can handle this much emotion. Do you need to go lie down for a few minutes? Alright, this calls for a celebration. Let's fire up the Rationomatic and... On second thought, it's late and I'm beat. Let's do it tomorrow instead. Yeah, it's practically morning already. We're all gonna need our rest, but my stomach is grumbling the moment he said Rationomatic. And I really need to take a shower. Oh man, things would be so much easier if I could stay awake while I'm asleep. That's so real. Feeling triumphant yet exhausted from another successful battle, we shuffled back to our rooms for some well-deserved rest. Alright, we're ending the video here for real this time, guys. Like, when we hit the morning announcement. Whew. And when I got back to my room, I let out a huge sigh and collapsed onto the bed. I was too tired to even lift a finger. All that stress and fatigue really added up. How long am I going to have to keep doing this? I hadn't forgotten Hiruko or the weird ghost boy, but I couldn't summon the energy to think about them right now. Just let me sleep. I closed my eyes and almost immediately sank into a deep, dreamless sleep. We're already on to day 18. Alright. I don't care what he has to say anymore. We're done. We're done. Alright. This video... this is an 8-bit classic. Didn't want to stop playing. This is going to be close to 4 hours. This is how I do things. Whoops. Okay. So let's talk about this one. We had one kind of really big arc that's still not fully resolved that I think was basically the whole episode. And that was Hiruko. Hiruko took over the school at the beginning of the last episode. End of the last episode, excuse me. And this episode, we see Hiruko implement... she kind of decides that anybody who has not gotten the will to fight is going to be kicked out. Takumi convinces her to extend it a little bit, give them some time, which was totally part of her plan, was to give them 5 days, right? We spend the next 5 days convincing specifically Gaku and Tsubasa to come fight by kind of appealing to them as people, right? We understand their problems, what their reservations are, and we like getting them to fight. But we couldn't get Shoma, we couldn't get Ima, we couldn't get Kako. But on the day before the decision is to be made, we meet with Hiruko, the whole fighting group, and she kind of says something that tips off Eito, right? The fact that there are multiple enemy commanders and that they're stronger than us. I'll be honest, I still don't think that sentence is like completely crazy to the point that it's that suspicious. Like, I would assume there was more than one commander, and it seemed like if she was in the systems and everything, and like, yeah, they've got bounties on the invaders and stuff like that. I mean, it's probably fair to assume there's information about more commanders, but it's clear that she knew this factually, maybe because of they were in the systems, and she wasn't telling people this. She knew a little more. And Eito picks up on this, and he has Takumi come talk to her. He talks to Takumi about this, and they go to talk to Hiruko. And for some reason, we needed to see a scene of her in a swimsuit. That's a Kodaka classic, really. Like, actually, it is. That was like mandatory. I knew that was going to happen at some point. But they talk to Hiruko and kind of put her in a corner, and she agrees to reveal that information. And it also kind of becomes clear that Hiruko cares a little more than it seems like. She's not as cold as it sounds. Yes, she was willing to be pretty harsh and strict, but I don't know that she would have gone through with things, because to her, victory is everybody. It required everybody's survival, right? So I don't know that she would have actually just straight up gotten them all killed, right? It might have been a way to kind of bully some people into it. Into joining, but that's what we needed. But finally, the promised day arrives, right? Of the, the day that people are supposed to get kicked out, and this happens, and Hiruko's missing, which was unexpected, right? She was finally going to give us some information, and she's gone. And this is just very reminiscent of Sire. So you really got to wonder if there is some force that is trying to prevent us from getting more information, and that is fascinating. Why? Why are we not allowed to have this information if that's true, right? What exactly happened to Sire and Hiruko? Was it somebody in the academy? Because they do a lot of searching, and they kind of come to the conclusion she's not in the academy grounds at all. She's outside of the fire, which means either she knows a way out and ran away, but that doesn't make sense to me personally, or somebody else took her out and came back, which might imply that they killed her or maybe captured her if we're being generous, right? But probably killed her, in my opinion. I think she is very likely to be dead, which is unfortunate. I liked Hiruko. She's actually arguably my favorite character of the game. The other so far, I like Eito as well. Although honestly, overall, like of the cast that's actually like relevant and fighting, I like all of them so far, right? Of the cast that's like actually like fighting up before this most recent fight, Darumi's probably my least favorite demon. She's fun most of the time. She can be a little much sometimes, but most of the time I like Darumi. But finally, like, after we make this revelation, we go to bed, and I think the plan is to go find her that next day, and suddenly invaders show up, and there's 2 commanders, and so we have to fight a 2-front battle, which was a very fun, very interesting, and I did terrible in this battle, by the way. Unlucky. For a self-proclaimed pretty good at turn-based strategy gamer, that map got me good. Got me real good. But what happens is we defeat the 2 commanders, and very clearly a third one emerges, and Tsubasa and Gaku show up, and they've got interesting kits. Tsubasa has a nice support kit, which can be pretty useful, I think. Gaku, he has a nice AoE. We still are kind of lacking another single target damage dealer, to be honest. I feel like right now, our replacement for Hiruko, now that she's gone, is like, it's basically Ato. It's kind of interesting, actually, because he has the exact same AoE as her on his first skill. I wonder if, like, that's intentional, like, and he's meant to be her replacement. Like, if he's gonna get a single target damage, because I feel like someone's got to have single target damage eventually, right? And that's the thing I feel like we're most lacking right now. But that's all gameplay stuff, which I like to talk about that too, but we're doing the story wrap up. But Gaku and Tsubasa join us. So now we've got 2 more fighters. We lost 1 as well, but you know, there's still only 3 to go, right? That aren't fighting. So we're getting close to having that full group, which is interesting. I'm really looking forward to getting more of them on board. But I imagine this next episode, we're going to search for Hiruko, and we might find out what happened to her. We might not. But we're probably going to figure some things out. And there's probably going to be some big shakeups in the politics at the Last Defense Academy. I'm really looking forward to that. I don't know when the next episode's going to be out. I need to record Higurashi again. I'm going to record Higurashi again at some point, and that will become part of the regular upload schedule. But right now we've got, like, new toy syndrome, right? Like, this is the brand new game for me, and I'm, like, really enjoying it. And so I just keep, like, I'm just gonna play Last Defense Academy again. I'm like, how am I supposed to leave off here, man? This game's so good at, like, cliffhangers. But I know the funny thing is Higurashi will do the same thing to me, like, once I get a little further in too, right? Once it really hits another, like, arc, right? It's gonna be like, oh, buddy, you can't put this game down. So I have a feeling it's going to be, like, I want it to be regularly, like balanced between the 2, but I have a feeling it's not going to be balanced, like, and I mean that both ways. So it's going to be interesting. We'll see how the upload schedule goes moving forward, right? It'll probably just be at my whims. I'd love to say, like, this is exactly how it's going to go. I can't do that. That's just not how it goes with me. But that is all I've got time for in this video. Frankly, 2 hours ago was probably all I had time for in this video, and I just ignored that. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I thought this was a great episode. That's why I couldn't stop playing. Very dramatic. Lots of big events. Very fun map. I really liked that 3-sided, like that the three front battle. That was very fun. Like, gameplay wise, very strong. Story wise, very strong. We got a lot of character development, saw some new mechanics. This was a very good section in the game, and I feel like things are really about to open up even further. And I felt that way fairly recently, that things were already getting really open. So yeah, like I said, this was a great one. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. But that's all I have time for. Until the next episode, like I said, I hope I will see you guys there. But until then, peace.